Adu Kwabena, where the 6 players and no join a camp. Now Omukoka Homa and not training no 22 players. And Elisha Usu, Kwesi Sibo, Kalibi Yenchi, Abdul Fattah Ishaku, Kamaldeen Sulemana, Benjamin Asare, Lawrence Ati Ziggy Jonas, Joseph Anan, Solomon Agbeshi, Paul Robertson, Baba Abdurrahman, Gideon Mensah, Marvin Senaya, Ali Duseidu, Abdul Mumin, Jerome Opoku, Jonas Ajete, Christopher Barbonsu, Ernest Niama, Brandon Thomas Asante, Prince Adu Kwabena, and Jordan Ayew 22 players are training and run and 2 training sessions. Our Dragon Park, our Cardiff, and Black Stars, Omu Ebetumi Ayawe, and coach, you know, I am at the Atuho, at them Amoa, and Samuel Eba, Ewa Jumadian Suana, and pay na yeka the Black Stars of Ghana. Woma Samuel, Keto Kreku, GFA president, Wadin Komo, and their father Black Stars of Ghana. Eho, na Jedi Kan Krano, or say Afcon, I am to be unqualified. Ghana, you cross so low. But I need as a boys, you know, I turn criticism into positivity. I'm a qualifier to the World Cup.
Black Stars went so low during the last AFCON qualifiers. We were last in a group that included Niger, with all apologies. We didn't make it to the AFCON. And I have always said that qualification to the AFCON is a given. But every member of the football family, including the players, having faced perhaps their heaviest criticisms ever under my leadership, amassed 25 points out of 30 in the World Cup qualification. That is a group of people turning what people term as criticism into positivity. So when you hear people talking about you, in your mind, say to yourself, they're encouraging you to be better. They're encouraging you to be the Bison, the Michael Essien, the Baby Jet, Andre Ayew, the Abedi Peles. Because if they came to you and said to you that, oh, you are good, believe me, you're not good enough. Today we are here talking about one Semenyo. I'm sure if you speak to him, he will tell you, I've not gotten to where I want to be. I want to be much better. Don't worry about criticism. Like Michael said, when you lace your boots, when you go on the pitch, just have it here that crowd is supporting you. That crowd is not only supporting you, but watching you. That should be your inspiration. And that will take you very far. There's nothing like negativity in criticisms. You have to spin it and turn it to encourage you.
Criticisms, yeah, boy, chino, na onso ode ayem kranse, na wa yiroho, edi uju market, okre kuket se, o my Ghana mupano, say, so President John Dramani Mahama Freewa, or no pani ni pa de bia eboni din ye bona chisa, I say, na no kra coach ya any list. Na list ibaya ni dini ebo. Enso nyona ye list no.
I'm not too sure that in our country there are more than 2 people who are more criticized than my good self. Maybe you take the president of the country out, the next most criticized person is Keto Kraku. Simple. We love football. There are close to 800 radio stations in Ghana. 800 radio stations. And each radio station has dedicated airtime to football. And believe me, every second of the day, the name Keto Kraku is mentioned. The Black Stars list was released by the head coach, Carlos Queiroz. Go on social media and see who is being attacked. It's Kurt. But I stand here as a strong servant of football. And through the criticisms, which has always strengthened me, I've risen to this level and continue to serve football every second of the day. Because I have always turned the criticisms into motivations. I'm that kind of leader who always want to hear the other mind. That is me. If I'm not criticized, I'm not happy. And in those challenging moments, that's where my strength, my success comes through.
Kurt E.S. Okreku, Nensem no Oyerepa Mark Ado, Vice President GFA, or the bis also, or sit training camp at Black Stars say utie feedback a free bana as a exciting na morale so e was rupa.
Carlos is quite an experienced coach, and the feedback we are getting is that camp is things are quite exciting out there. Competition is very high, and the morale too is quite high. So the expectation is that the team will put their best foot forward by virtue of the fact that they'll compete. They'll compete as if they are going to play at the World Cup, and that intensity will be seen. I mean, at that level. So it's a fair shot, but we believe that Carlos will do well by presenting the best team he has, and the boys too will go out there and give all they can to the best of their abilities. And then from then on, you can build confidence, you can build on the momentum before the World Cup.
Mark Ado, listen na coach ne dia ba no Ghana for yenyan to boase na e free samre akopem FIFA deadline dey 1st June no e bibia betumi asi enti no kasa ne ho no e do so dodo.
There was a provisional squad that was submitted to FIFA. So obviously he has a big pool. Out of the big pool, he picked out the 28. So which means that he wants to start from somewhere. This is the baseline. So obviously anything can happen between now and June 1st. You know, even though we are very close to June 1st, but all things being equal, I would say this number is the number that he has picked. These are the people that he has picked to go to battle with. So let's see what happens, you know, between now and June 1st when the final squad is announced. But if you are a betting man, you will say that this is as close as you can get. So I don't know. He's the coach, but if I'm betting man, that's what I would say. It's as close as you can get to the 26. Yeah, I think something is in the works, but I don't think it's as conclusive as far as I know. But there are plans for a second opportunity for Carlos to play a second game. But I know it's still in the works, so I can't comment too much on it until the deal is sealed.
Mark Ado, GFA Vice President, Nenkomo, Enono, Mekwa crowds of folk, Enkomo P, Ewoho, National Chapters Committee, headed by Chairman Yusuf Abdullah, at the press statement, Abba Abonte, na press statement, you know, National Chapters Committee, say, Nano brother, and a board management, they informing almost supporters leadership, as a decision on my take, and it's a Didi Dramani. Any technical team no wamu enko wamu ni obia enya adwuma biem na omu chemu a e wom se Didi e nipa bia wamu sini for ye coach a wamu e feel ni papa panemo decision aboard no ateki no wamu National Chapters Committee wamu etai House of Folk Board any management achi efa decision a wamu ateki no nom se omu Didi esen kambomu unity any stability na from the support etai echira House of Folk baby on pese omuhu se edu no wamu ebehu enti omu ka che board no eso omu de debi omu ho a won be support board ni management ni House of Folk team said be ya team no ebetumi apeja na omu be wie no and omu so be sre house board no as a next time bia omu take decision bi say a e was omu fresh supporters no empanyimfo no ka chom say adie say na ye pese ye mo adwen ni say enti omu chemu a next time has he take his decision omu fresh supporters no omu njo ma adwen kire no omu gidi say supporters no so ka hu bi and a has ekuo no eye ko kese ti no we a letter make us a letter so we a press statement but we last paragraph no dey as a krata womu chodi akoma Heart of Folk womu board any management Chairman Yusuf Abdullah Nensa Eshase now let anybody know and Opariado Kwame Opariado.
Yeah, sorry, so I'm a Dumianu Casebo about Betos. Baba is a Quaba Bibia. Okay, back from where day?
Where Ada.
Okay, Tiwari Namneri.
Oh, David.
Now, what sort of boys no?
I'm then there's a boss. I
don't permit to say so say Omumrefi.
There be solo na only solo there our relationship with me brother. Okay. Nti no anam brother say
go. Ti onka say mo obi amre fi.
Obetima and na crown so there na Friday obetima ba.
Okay.
Person obetima ba.
Ya sat na CBM say dem kan dumienu ene e be sori so ba bibia wo bia no akwanya eda ho ede ma wo. Say na no pay obetimi eso a kire wadwene e wo dwumade ni so abra. Ensema ye bedi hu nkomo ena no pay e wo today sports dwumade ni so no. Oso betimi ede wano atum kwan be so ena be fa do wano betum ni nyina ne say program na live on your Facebook search for Oyerepa Radio so also on YouTube Oyerepa Radio XMS and answer WhatsApp no fafa 0241915555 0241915555 ubetimi edo messages afawa ano pay ye benya bre eni adaje eni akenkan mu ede amount yɛbɛkɔ amonone na sports level bayinsa edi nsɛm ɛwɔ amonone abrɛ Arsenal akɔpiem ɛwɔ Budapest.
Yes.
Arsenal akɔpiem ɛwɔ Budapest. Nyame yɛ adoma meme dɛ bɛyi ɛna UEFA Champions League final ɛba so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Puskas Arena.
Yes.
Puskas Arena ɛno ɛwɔ Budapest. Ɛhɔ ɛna Paris Saint-Germain ɛne Arsenal ɛdi ACN. Arsenal na ɛdi kan. Baba mbɛsɛ ɔhwɛ saa record yi ma me. Yɛbɔ Champions League final. Teams a yɛ ɔmo di kan wɔ kuro na yɛ host final no. Sɛ na yɛ ana results ko.
Okay.
But ɔhwɛ saa deɛ no visa. Oni baba yi sanka na mo mpɛ saa records no ɛma me. Emmanuel Petit akasa ɛde afa final ɛba so between Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain. We di yenim dada so no a ho no bɔ ne bɔ nti saa na ɔbɛka. Nti enye news. As a Wenger so akasa na coach ani de Luis Enrique anam so ɔbɔ final say 12 and we lose one pay. We win 11 and we lose one.
We were specialists in finals.
Ba so lose da.
We lose da.
Eno ne hia. Carlo Ancelotti's insisted still on wagitumi say Cristiano Ronaldo e was through a chain line of Messi no so honsem e wa ha. Enra ena Barcelona medicals for player and the Anthony Gordon e ba na wi amande Marcus Rashford eno betimi di nani akire honsem wa ha a yebedi ho enkomo Barcelona guso Abrante and the Julian Alvarez me say acha enkonko du be branda de na omodo mo offer akwakotum 100 million euros ena Barcelona for so betwia ede ama Atletico Madrid nyina no sports lawyer boabo no de eba Enzo Fernandez ono so enei Chelsea jano amanako anase Chelsea amanatena ehonsem ewa ha Curtis Jones player the Liverpool baby ordinary next season honsem sports lawyer boabo no de eba lawyer who follow Real Madrid presidency no
me follow
akwane ha Florentino Perez
enyehu
ehu
eno na metie Ronaldo Nazario
na Florentino Perez ekwa announce na yi no or the Luis Nazario de Lima or the Roberto Carlos or the omunyina akoye
eno na che back na wo
eno so na che say emu aye den dia ma no
Ronaldo Nazario say minji ni sere mad ni bia pese Fiorentino beko na require me ba I don't think so na boss oye campaigner is different from say the adwuma na man say oye I be da ho so ayen konkofo obi a say be so na hwe aba I think that Fiorentino president be win election.
Say oni mpanyufo so be omobu say nsuo we eche woto me yiwa.
But I think that obekokra enya time we na so ko boss and the football no. Mu nyina mama ya tie ase say ye risika na ye. Real Madrid last season onya record in football bin sida. Sika onya ye match day revenue commercial revenue.
Yate ye behwe enti owura na ne dia de requirement no. Ono enenei o ha Fiorentino Perez ewo eye Real Madrid presidency no honsem ni nyina ya boabo ano anopei aide eba World Cup so nsem sports lawyer baba isa edi ni nyina ebetudwa ene anopei say eye 13 days more to the FIFA World Cup 13 days more na World Cup na shase o Mexico Canada and afi the United States of America ni nyina no baba isa aboabo ano awde
aha Musa say ka say best defender and I say some of defenders be a World Cup producer when say when it comes to those stuff now
say defenders they were
World Cup
right backs they were left backs they were center backs
or say some of the greatest defenders the World Cup has produced in football
some na is be
okay
onim say in the year 2000 is it 2000 or 2001 Abra ye FIFA ejadema football fans so monto aba enyi the greatest player in World Cup history FIFA technical committee you omode ena fans you omode fans edema Diego Maradona ena FIFA technical committee de ma Pele omuwie no mu yi FIFA all time 11
okay
na defender wonya votes do pa Franz Beckenbauer the Kaiser anti both supporters and the technical committee no say omunyina e de koma France Beckenbauer baba de wo ho eno no
so I really work up as a player and then the coach now.
yes oye the few players of the few people on mobile World Cup winning as player as baba as coach
okay
into account no na Didier Deschamps the friend national team coach omu nyina eka ho enti wei ene nsema wodo ne aboabo no e de be free amanone e de abramo afi e bebe fie na ya bedi enkomo e wo fie danger man akwa ba bibia bokode e
boss nyame adaro
okay ene e be fie ade ne ye hwe
oh ene ye be fie a boss national chapters committee chairman Akraso focus no
okay
so omo say kotoko issue NCC Ashanti Gold for so na omo issue NCC minim o for fondo mbe issue and I has to focus issue NCC but the most popular of them no has there no
they are say na kofa ba no pay
in fact my no kre
National Circles Council
NCC
and a National Chapters Committee
NCC
okay o de to aso
wakasa o say free na ekro o ka che to gbe alaja kan bi ewuma Vincent Odotei Kwesi Ajiman Dr. Nyaho Tamakru ene Professor Bedu Akosano mo say so omo nim na musuo mo wo mo na so mbe so mo take major decision bia na say omo amfre na nka nkyere no a onti asie bi we die omo ma ne ko
nti eno ya has there
nti eno ye warning kese pa
okay
odiaba o say henceforth consult us before you take a name major boss the underlined word is major and I'm major baba ni me no dey na correct major and major ya na ebinum pronounce no tin ebia major technical decision
okay enti aside no hin bi no e befa
ye wi a Ghana Football Association president Mr. Edwin Simeon Kurt Okreku osi Ghana ha so we president mama ono pa na yedi na tem
oh yedi na tem
say I say ye kan ho nsem say ye kan nsem fa ne ho e kan nsem twitwi
no so yedi na tem
bono kwa that was a criticism na be ye atemidi wo
there be o criticize obi as oni na tem
ye be ho mo ya na obi ho as we criticize but some obi be trouble afa ho no nyasem ketwa enti eno so e wo ho no boss ye ba eno so de e wo ho ye ba be ka ho asem kama na tie information or the passports desk ye pikinie ye no see around the protocol team no moving forward players are host say nyoma do mbeba no there's going to be a salary cut or your contract terminated
salary cut or
your contract terminated now boss
they are saying okay na ba obetimi afiti preocupa akwa say obi a oni na agree
there be nya preocupa
contract o kwete ne salary so
nya preocupa
e wa bra woni nyina so
beba IMC for report no omo deviant support players no ne omo ye no ma ka se ke ye gina contract no so ne mu na ma na be terminate contract no na ye de no ayi Canton Cross ne de ayo nti ye titi sa information no na ebufu aba kotoko supporters no penifo na omo koye case wo Central Police Station ye nchen mu ha ya no omo se penifo na to omo jeje mu omo ja asam na bo omo so board for na yi omo ni outgoing IMC so yi omo ni na board for na asam no omo ko omo nim omo nti asam na omo nim yi papa
supporters say
omo se omo bofu se board for no ayi omo ni na IMC for omo ko so yi omo ni na obi aso obi ani asam na china se omo na esa asam omo di akire so omo
di asam no omo ko ye case na IMC chairman o ti ebede no mo yi omo ni
se no afa na asam no edu ni pompon so o say asam de okay case ya kanye no ano no somebody must follow up the case na no omo na kofa ayi Patrick edene ba ma obetwo na numu asam brother no Patrick betwo na numu asam o
ebenya abotre ni akum
emu nsem doso papa bi anka sankasa eno na me call me say we afi ho me call him
oko central
me call him I went there I want to meet him I met him yesterday
and what say
send them no be ka say highway be ka say
CID boss
ye mami
Lydia Donko
what catch me say we interested in the matter and now almost be the pip or say pip so say pip almost so I take over the matter but ni na akoye on police ethos or the ethical aspect of it. Say police form say it is unethical for a policeman to be taking money.
Okay.
Or
my last one na ba na fi wa bebe ni nyina mu.
E wo hodo mu a eno so ye de eba. Na last one ni. Boss last one no de. No kra ni nyame ni. Set is asefim. We were fed by Port City CEO. Najamu Isa. We went hungry to the point that we have to be fed by Port City CEO. Najamu Isa on their days at House of Folk. I said we but set is I said no. I said it is whoa. So obi ye adwuma tell me ti ham ye adwuma o pay. Na another radio station CEO na bosumi so mama miskato dia ni die. Hey, House of Folk.
Wei ene nsɛm ahodoɔ ene aboaboa no ayɛde brɛ na no pɛyi ɛwɔ Today Sports dwumadie ne so fo adwen kyerɛ brɛ ɛyɛ 0241915555 0241915555 obetimi edo messages afa waseda ɛkɔ ɛde ama high sense ɔmo ta kyerɛ bi ne ɛde dwumadie ne ɛba ready milk tea ɔmo so ɛka ho bi pep student ɛta busumtwi community bank ɔmo so ɛka ho bi Kangen Energy drinking water eta echi pampe enya asem ketwa Amen Scientific Herbal Hospital eka ho Bash digital satellite omuso eta echi grow fine omuso eka ho bi APA Herbal Clinic eka ho Sprint and Unlimited eta echi Franco Trading Enterprise omuso eka ho bi Power Specialist Herbal Hospital omo eka ho Tinatech Marketing omuso eta echi Infinite Hot 70 omo eka ho Bibini Toma Plus omo eka ho and afi Camel Natural Selection Shower Gel we any dwumaku ahodo no maseras ne ena no pay ayede Today Sports ebro e wo bia wo bia aha Oyerepa 100.7 program ne live on your TV Oyerepa TV on your radio Oyerepa Radio Facebook Oyerepa Radio YouTube Oyerepa Radio ho nyina no onsa ebetimi aka yesamo bibia kwaba edawase se wo de afidie no atoa team of producers no Samuel K Mensa Solomon Kata Sheka Visa omunyina eka ho bi enomaboabo ansem na no a yede ebrem na no pay ewo dwumadi ni so ene obeti abadwafo no enka obeti wadi kante bafo wadi danger man enka saso ena se obed akire din obeti nka captain siasia komi asachi obeti nka ena afi Abdul se Zakito kwa ni Abdul so Karim anono oyede Said Al Hassan Zakito Said Al Hassan Zakito Kofi Zakito no ono na sese ono na sese wo ba adwuma na ne babo ne bo oya o se
baby sitting
o pe school amano wo de akwaba 1 week ni
ba opanishi akra no
1 week ni
Zakito na solo de ti moto so
Zakito
wo say police che no
ba for asem na wo kan ehu wati
ba
say yankwa mono
na almost say teams are no more arrive first no most of times almost winning
records no
or say
abetia bobo teams ni
or say teams arriving first normally wins it but there is no historical rule or reliable trend that says
the facts were form
or say
the facts were form asem de wo kan asem wo a wo kan eso otimi boso we omunyi number first and we no more Jacob no
but chese
yankwa mono ne
1979 omuni di kan kodu ho Marseille 1993 omuni di kan kodu ho Dortmund 1997 omuni di kan du ho and 2012 Chelsea and so
only do person chere
yes
na say Chelsea omukoto ban wo Munich
yes
but the person chere say first time as
5 times
Nottingham Forest na your first Champions League trophy Marseille so na your first Champions League trophy omni AC Milan and at Chelsea so 2012 no na your first Champions League trophy and the person Chelsea o munji bi da o final no no cheche e ba be say Arsenal Dimirika akodu Budapest no omo betimi astopo Paris Saint-Germain ye kwa mono ne aba na afide o ho nyina no ye de ato aso amamo
100.7 FM. Emra Sanson anopay ye konko fonko son sabwa edi adenchechana epum fumpa onko fonko son yare honsem atonim ene anopay nsem no de doson de disafata se ohwana tie ena anopay yare esum wo kitikiti mampolibi ena ewoma yanoma ka omabuno pa enti anopay ye confirm nunu nyina Amo I will Juma Denison live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM live on Oyerepa TV socials no so Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa TV Ghana Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa TV Ghana now yen 13 days to the Mundia Eltojan ewo Mexico Canada United States of America na abusiam mamen for Brazil kwa mfa so e training ye World Cup update live on Oyerepa live on today's sports into Brazil forum and not training na woman ye and ye de atuso anopay ye kaka ye home ye World Cup no defenders bia masa bono munimbo a World Cup etimi a producer mom Frank Beckenboy eka hombi onim sam wa win World Cup as a player and then the coach they invented the modern liberal na o the kind of pa and Frank Beckenboy afe Paolo Maldini, legendary AC Milan, and an Italy defender. Now he's known for his elegance and for longevity. Franco Baresi, or your smartest central defenders. Bia World Cup. At me a producer World Cup. A producer the likes of Sergio Ramos, famous for his leadership, goals, trophies, or the JB with Spain and Madrid Cafu. One of the best attacking right backs ever. Ayanyam Afe Roberto Carlos, iconic left back with incredible power. And if you can super Alexandro Nesta nom Omina Akikahombi. Now, you zoom in into the UEFA Champions League 2026 finals Budapest na Cesc Fabregas adin sempi etudwam anopay osi Arsenal ofisa awose amukonka Europe tinam awose amuhyem Paris Saint-Germain osi of course ultimate tremba bia enkasa Paris Saint-Germain any quality but quality spadia Paris Saint-Germain team nom ekutabi number ofisa Arsenal afinie Arsenal so denie awose amuwini trophy ne extra or say Arsenal or players or pitch so much say coaches or leaders our pitch so now I say balanced team 80% for Arsenal and no ISS Fabregas in seven na our Puskas Arena abusiam Yanko Puskas Arena sisia na yantra the Ecoso latest update from Puskas Arena our Budapest Yako Stadium tour said the stadium a team ahead of the finals of the UEFA Champions League at the screen also now a decline rise on facing Paris Saint-Germain Yanko Pobwa or Ghana time at 4 p.m. and on same Paris Saint-Germain a strong side Ukrainian I'm share last season and Obia Ehumotimba not Paris Saint-Germain at a day or some or win matches Bisaya and there was so yeah and it's a Uju day now Okama Arsenal fans ate se Gidia party one place se akan Emma Arsenal wo Gidia se Nyankopon wo wachnam timnom abelifte the first ever UEFA Champions League title na I say a hard work and afa adebia e see last year our semi-finals room na Bayern Munich eyoma film I say omunya lot of chances such chances are e Bayern na amabo tugui now our such chances be about Arsenal Ochnam across the Oyerepa Tottenham and no decline rise Patrice Evra at the say Arsenal ebesa twaso adinani exna say amoje the English Premier League celebrations outdoor course no ono dia o believe some South Champions League da Arsenal forum wo magye pa e sense amwo defenders eden the likes of William Saliba, Gabriel Mega yes no afe Osha Julian Timber is back, he's part of the team what training on play ningina mbeki Arsenal strong and Arsenal our good midfielders either or the Declan Rice Ejam Martin Zubimendi Mikel Merino Kra esan aye back into team ne de obedin kudim aye Arsenal chlam eno aye Patrice Evra DM eno na Andra Pillow pe midfielders na bono munim pia pa okaho ose Arsenal our biggest weapon chlam abaye ekwanya enkofonom efaso a different day afa our presence any area power ebebo Arsenal chlam ose Arsenal team nom eje Gabriel nom Declan nom Mikel Merino William nom bede ade ama Paris Saint-Germain sam wembetime arum the Premier League champions emra amukodu Budapest yanhwe video no bon na uhwemu ani je opa mra amukodu Budapest na afi homusi ati afi flight no ewo airport na omufo ene ka ne adade ningina ada airport TV no so a enjoy bi anopai na Arsenal legend professional as Wenger ati atudwa se gamer otram ebetodwa ewo Budapest Puskas Arena no 50-50 obia etimi elect trophy no emana eyeye ase Arsenal betimi ade Paris Saint-Germain so etimi ade emano eyeye Emmanuel Petit ena ade etudwa se Arsenal nyamian nukranie ano de na futuo a ode emamane se sa Paris Saint-Germain reputation I who omo manager wako finance 12 na finance 12 no wati nkugo ba akopɛ enti eba finance or ye master also amon for sansem nam fam to machi na fe concentration and corporate no so niama Arsenal eye our pit no so cham I was say amoye sane wona nkunimdem ebekɔ ede amoma the Champions League trophy yanhwe enra empanimfo display the Champions League trophy enti ede atom Oyerepa TV no so edaso sesia bra na behwe ochira sa kuruwa we na two teams no be ko anyom be fight one and beje na edaf screen so a otwa bi ene anopai na arusiam odawone Kostoikov na suya o say ono 1994 oje Ballon d'Or na so bi ka say coaches and make players better now grown wodi ningina ma anisam Usman Dembele afa coaches be brain some our bouncer man force an attitude near jade and proba Paris Saint-Germain wafa managers be some na so wan duru ba bia wadum prempre no thanks to Luis Enrique Obaye waje Ballon d'Or and now are a different player inti coaches and make players and you some strike of at the Eltudam 1994 and Romoje Ballon d'Or na Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal sika wombenya afi Champions League no me the breakdown na man for niambre football man for so de tunte Paris Saint-Germain so I'm get ready to Budapest yanhwe video no emra Paris Saint-Germain I get ready na amo eko Budapest nti Mr. Wa womo pack amoniama ne adadini na na edam Oyerepa TV no sunom na sesia yekese Arsenal amon saka 142 million euros, which is 122 million pounds, almost 167 million dollars for reaching the finals. Paris Saint-Germain estimated among some estimate account 120 to 130 million euros before the finals, depending on UEFA. One more pillar TV market calculations from UEFA. Price structure for 2025-2026 say finalists there on runner up from receiving 18.5 million euros and wow budget trophy no won say 25 million euros champion wow budget say anya another 4 million euros for qualifying for the super cup and the UEFA super cup once and making it so far total is expected say approximately Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain say Arsenal watch them olusu the finance Ninsabeka 142 million euros. Sa Aurenia, Ninsaka 152 million euros. Sa Paris Saint-Germain Wachinam, Olusu Finance na, Ninsabeka 125 million euros. And Aurenia Trophy na, Ninsabeka 135 million euros. And Tisika, Woman Sabeka na total na, a league phase participation money. Match wins draw unyaye ningina ka ho and after knockout around bonuses TV markets value ningina eka ho coefficient payment ningina anoma kamboma adu sikanom babia adunom na Professor Asavenga Kasam afa game otram etodwa no ho na ose official Paris Saint-Germain team no last year modimoda amoboy no afi enya sa Paris Saint-Germain no eno hui.
I still think that not exactly in the same position as a team they were 1 year ago. So they can turn up and beat you. They will turn up and they have potential to beat you. But as well, somewhere, I do not feel them exactly at the same level, consistency-wise, they were last year.
And I Professor Arsene Wenger now on himself fans already are in Budapest ahead of the Champions League finals. Now Abusia and pay fans ni biakasa and yeah obu okano Manchester ni osesima sibeje obu wa Paris Saint-Germain ni osesima sibeje yentie both fans of the both teams.
Where are you from? Azerbaijan. Who do you want to win the final on Saturday?
I think Arsenal.
What's your name?
My name's Darren.
Darren, where are you from?
From New York City.
From New York. Hey, me too. I'm from New York City. Nice. So I imagine that you won. Everybody back home in New York is watching.
Oh, of course.
I'm not even gonna ask you who's gonna win. What's gonna be the score on Saturday?
I would say they can rise from the free kick.
They can rise from the free kick. 1-0.
2-0.
2-0. Yeah. To the Arsenal.
To the Arsenal.
Where are you from?
I'm from Egypt.
From Egypt.
Wow.
Salam alaikum. Happy Eid.
Happy, thank you so much.
What team do you support?
I'm from the few people supporting PSG here now.
PSG, really?
Yes.
Na can have hey, yes, Arsenal favorite too. And I say on Jehun Kra say Arsenal favorite and I say Arsenal and your favorite.
I don't even think about that, to be fair. I just feel like PSG has won it last year, so to be fair, they're the best team probably in Europe last year, and they played an unbelievable season again.
Na Kafu Anra ono and deliver the UEFA Champions League trophy to the Heroes. Na our Hero Square Budapest no yanhwɛ de course ne ntie nsɛm a legends na retudwa. Yanko Spain yanya juma kakra e Spain report am second year back on the test again Madika be catch osem ontena Barca Nyankopon boa next season na momnom penifom sa omugusu a won na ekasam se contract nom ombetumi atwetwam na fe wakọ baby Anthony Gordon abusuam on deco enra nwumere chilling pa nanya sam ketwa bon yanhwam Anthony Gordon and deco enra wo chili buta yebahwam ewo Oyerepa TV so screen so video nom eda so sesia Joao Cancelo Demete HMSA Barca foye do mbia se deal nom ombetime an permanent afa Watnam na Barca ebe save 40 million euros per year if Sir Marcus Rashford and Robert Lewandowski already omo film the witch blow no so mere to anim say Marcus Rashford any part of Barca plans and pempeyim ningina mo say amafa Anthony Gordon say obetime atna gese bia omanyo bia amana meshem Robert Lewandowski anan enom anabema Marcus Rashford etime atna already Florentino Perez and Jose Mourinho our agreement uye Madrid nia fatu trim se ye to abanu wie na se aye Florentino Perez na Irene dia na etre se Jose Mourinho announcement no ebeba Ronaldo Nazario ase Henrique requirement aye politics and oye adwuma no ontimi nye ase na wo de wo campaign a wo ye no aye Barca sa na Madrid no wonim se so chen Barca na Madrid fans de omo party no enya Barca unto believe say elections uranom your friend require me that is Henrique require me on Florentino Perez ekono massa socials no to abam at the Emma Perez and Yansema Ronaldo Nazario at the Etuja Don Carlo Ancelotti say asem way ya on hum ye no kra Cristiano Ronaldo a better at Lionel Messi our England Anthony Gordon abusuam 15% abecome Everton home emra okoye juma ama FC Barcelona Enzo Fernandez Chelsea pressure Ottenham 120 million pounds yasu TSS kana and the ombejanum at the amount Florentino Perez arena elections na obetem to with Sasikanom Ibrahima Konate if Liverpool turn down 250,000 pounds a week na Professor Sevinga or say Julian Alvarez no or your top player name ase boy no ni tirimu ya ene de ababi o say enka wadum premprenom enya de say wadu ho Marco Senesi ono nso me no kasai okoya adwuma ama Tottenham Spurs Curtis Jones was say yes to Inter Milan okoya adwuma ama Inter Milan na Matteo Berrettini Roland Garros 2026 onim sem ocha Yannick Sinner world number 1 or say ama motivation akosro believe say obetimim lift the trophy that's Roland Garros 2026 and I'll pay on this note live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM and then confirm close to them esi show no etwaso nemom ye basisia
ready milk tea a premium cocoa any coffee extract and ye dia ye the creamy milk aka ho na eba ne sa e ma sip bia e rich esan ye smooth na ye satisfying so ni yani so sorry anopa na be kwa adwuma o breakfast need no ready milk tea and eye kama ya package ne kama e o disposable cup mu unya hot water na obetwa ne cold na odi nso ka ho a we good to go. Ready milk tea your two flavors your coffee and your chocolate a authentic coffee and a cocoa taste no and so kama get any so pebiato feed ventures el pampa so 0244867747 Nanaya Enterprise el KT market 0531 332659 and crying the Lord has made it el domi 0244816014 and Atakwala Enterprise Bet Abi any Mola Enterprise omunyina etombi ewo enkran Don Candy Stores and so ewa safu UMBAB ewo honomo Pepsodent Charcoal ne Pepsodent Herbal Toothpaste Ghana Dental Association omo approve apostle papa de boy empano Pepsodent Charcoal and ne Herbal Toothpaste osimbe fe wanum beham o gams benya hoden o benya cooling sensational Pepsodent Charcoal and Herbal Toothpaste na no and I was say o de etwi o sen Pepsodent every smile matters. Bosomtwe Community Bank PLC. Uko be account ahodo ho. Now the sika tum said the beya. They hear them on chirewa. Loan services no yebema obi nkoso loans, transport loan, microfinance loan, salary loan, commercial loan, bonanza loan, social loan, child development loan, and agricultural loan. Nina Bosomtwe Community Bank PLC. MLB. Na omu USSD coder. Wamo ede na electronic banking what me access no star 992 hash ana Ghana peso ubetumi edi dwumade bi apeso ne bank no edi wabra untutu 9 enko nemom o ko ho head office no kontena se other branches ewo Kumase ene Asanteme mu atonso agogo jache koko futre da hinema kokobe adwena se ebo akwa atonso bokura puto ja magazine ene Abinchi market from che ewo 0508 642705 and a 0322098 Bosomche Community Bank PLC. Together we prosper. Kangen energy drinking water supapa alkaline water ni pH sropa onum kanjena minerals awdo won som te say calcium magnesium potassium ne iron eboama ni padua no enya ahoden no obenya sa minerals ni nyina ebi onum kanjena eboa acid efru ni padua nim acid no yenya free nsu ahodo akamu eni nuane ayedi esanse alkaline na ewo kanje mu no eye kama na bo nipadua ni nti acid ni free mu na alkaline na betrem na nipadua alkaline wom so Dr. Otto Webeck say ya de entumi entrem pekanje no bo liver or kidney eno akoma eho eban Lizzy Hotel Santaso Runabout Pakiko Stadium Sumankwani Junction Ashtown nso ebi ewo ho ena afeod wani chem we factory Bema UGC anase Tafuni Road Abaru Junction abenya kanje nso ni pi na wato for 0241449191 and a 0507 379474. Amen Scientific Hospital, you're the best alternative medical hospital in Africa. Yes, oba stroke yade yetenete awo honsem easy cry koko edmine. And afi yade atena so ache wakwa enkwa bra Amen Scientific Hospital. Yen ebetu sa ya de krona se e de ama ye do chef fidie ni mu a ebe yi ya de krona pie yade ne ba enu no ye o makoma kwa duonu na ya Food and Drugs Authority age e de atum se yemfa ensa yare ye ma obia ohun ebeto kuma se atwemata chiman kwada so fun ase ekwan so na Amen Scientific Hospital ye wo 18 other branches e Ghana enchi boga wa bibiani Accra Takra de Tamale Atebubu Nkoko Sunyane ho Sahidebiso ene hohoi fra 0277 001234 0277 001234 Bash Digital Satellite more decoders are or football matches ni nyina bi na football matches no ba weekend here enjoyment no Champions League final pebi he empie nko wadamfo bi dem empie nko yonku bi eba bi a okose ye ko hebo tena dem ne ho de Frebash or the decoder ne bebrel onante nko ba bia obey installation ama owi a no aye recharge at the account home ebi a the game center ana owi adwuma o game center pay decoder bi said e be ya omo mbeba eso mbehebo ni bi ombenya bi aka oba bash o ma decoder hotels guest houses restaurants individuals mumra emerge modie individuals no ye recharge na ye mom 33% discount e recharge no eso for 0556 28 7757 0556 28 7757 na one bash akasa ye wa Brepo Junction shape mu eho na edi adwuma grow fine about tonic ni mojadro ebo ni padua ne papa oba utie me ohweme na so obu nsa problem se ho nsebo no ensisi so ma nsebo no etatete ko ohun obi okra na abosumi bebre ombu ne nsa feel say normal obi obu ne nsa na oti pains pa obi obu ne nsa mojare to ne bro so grow fine na esese ni nyina de ama obedi di kama obeda kama obesori anopa no ati se ni padua no ewa ahode a go find about tonic no ene bebo pebito ewo ba bi etonro ewo my Ghana mu ba bia dodo na apato a digital back clinic Kumase Amakum Runabout Bank of Africa and Channel pay ho ena ubenya grow find drone bebre na wato for 0244596532 0244596532 grow fine makes you grow fine. ABA Herbal Clinic so for atano so for rasta or say feni yade ne brana so here glaucoma, cataract, syphilis, long and short sightedness. ABA Herbal Clinic any to us here. On our draw, na draw no the good aduanim na odia. E ko untinim na ko enini ntine so na akọ clear so e the amount. Enti ani yade bia eba no abedi asie de ohodada. Onum ABA Herbal Clinic na draw o de ma good aduanim adi no a ebeboa na wani no ehu ade kama. Hypertension, stroke, prostate, liver and kidney related disease biano ABA Herbal Clinic ena etu ase e de ama Kumase kwada so edwena se main market e chiro adoma incro Ebenezer Preschool a omum eben apia kubi cold store ewo ebnada jom ABA Herbal Clinic or friend 0541 565 199 0541 565 199 and 0502 812 161 any ABA Herbal Clinic and Kasa. Yeto adwumadie ni so ede amam ye ni good morning mpanyimfo edi nkomo sempa omode man e fire pomuden e ho nsem no na yetie ye ba ya show no ebeto aso ede amam panyikese ai akwaba
kinsolo
say be I find it all right nyame adom me ho ye pa good morning
why young man
me three whole pass my young I go try down cat enyi mu ze say ni nyina yira
and I have the abi
then dina ta cheche no ba me cheche cheche on be hu ntino still me gina nti I can great yanko
Raja good morning have our center for but we to asampa bi na bakin solo ya me ya aduma ochina na kure egu so but e bia ye later ma fiti ochina ekopem na ejuada so ya me adum papa no se me kenche be me bia wo hwe me bia se papa wa shada ye nduro bi dia ba ye de bua Ghana for na odi ahwe wo mu free enti ochina no o yes screen kasia pa e wo kumase ene nkran ena ahyaman enti sa wo hwe me na wuti mi ampa cho ya re bi ti se obi a wonim na wanye stroke e de form me pa cho ya me ya admo ochina fa kokuduro ni namiyo na fa 200 Ghana cedis per for crow sem fa ka wo yare for no na fa na break meeting Lumba Junction we aya sam de papa ne se o yes ade we wo afimuni na en ochina ena o yes ade de ko se ne juada so enti ebia na wo hwa me wo obi a wanya stroke ede form na wonim se doctor so obey no operation ni mu no sikatua kra na se obey ye ne nuama ayi yare na afin wo kan ye sika obo ye no enti mutumi fa no nko sa ayaresa bia ho anampo se bia mudi na chinchina wonya ayaresa nyame adom original doctor 3 days di nduro bia ba odehwe stroke for nko atie enti se nyame ya wadom na ochina u bebe piema for 200 Ghana cedis but de eba ma yaji wa tum ochina no ne se sambre yin prempren ameke se ma mo hwe TV no u betumi apeke numbers na egu television no so no de 0246 no frɛ no ne se sia wo de wo frɛ ya register wo din ene baby a wo free ba simple me se den wo din ene baby a wo free ba ɛhɔ simple yan hwɛ bie ma ya hwɛ nkrɔfo a ɔmo nnompe mu so ɛhojo onom ye wo eduro bi a ɛno no wo mfa nkonom mfa nkoye bibia wo kuta severe body pain wo de wo da soro anopa bia wo complain ni sisi mi kotodwe mi ha wa po mu ankasa ya mmere ye kese ye sports kama won ko ade base ni jigu ma na wo ye mu ahye mpa cho ya me ya aduma ochina no wo ne sa nipa no wo ba ye mo special and haban bia no wo de kwakogu nsomo adware tie good morning herbal center Dr. 3 days original down no erade aduma wo china ekosi ne juada so dia oya ma na hwefo nie obi nso wo ho papa de okan ina ne say ne dia ne eniyare nani ni ba ye no enei odi nru egugu so ama nani ni kura no ba akono nso eye aye affected me pa chotie ya me ya duma ochina de ye ya ma woni yemfa ye kan se pa ne yemfa blade yemfa aposo bibia nka weni no ye de eduro bi a ya ni se ensuo ene na ode ba huru weni no so kama ema weni so ate na dudo na ye ata aba ho no baji sa ensuo ni bi ko huru mo eni so a ombo mo se doctor we duro na no ode tie yankwane papa we nkwane doctor okura eni edura se odi kofi odi ko huru weni so bo some na se weni na ante obetumi ni wakọ challenge baji usika na nka first na e ba kasa ya obetu ya kakra but ya me yaduma wochina because of some maker send ne na wate me ne na wo friend ne yanti no promotion no account 200 Ghana cedis per minti bida papa na de tie ne screen ni bi ho abekọ ebeka sa sika ne ya gi say ampa ombeji sa obekọ ye beteke ubi bia ewia ye omogyan bibia ewia fe ye hu yare na ye se kwa na kọ teduro ehọ na wo kwa akọboka no but ye de ye take vitals from OPD one ye check pressure ye check blood ye hwehwe mogya ni mu ehun se yare bi asuma ansa na se yare bi wo mogya ni mu ye de wa lab ye koye lab test ni wi afa ya mo abesen akọ consult ne ho na wo ko hu doctor 3 days anga se face no na odwa gina fidie so ana posa wo de ne de nse so fidie ni mu na fidie na scan ne yi yare bi apie na se eyi yare ni pie wi a doctor to ne bo ase atwe pen atu papers atwere yare bi a fidie ni twere ye no watwere hu aduro se kọ na kwaje eye free 200 cedis 100 cedis se mienu ana odi kura wo nsɛm aba na bia ɔkyena na dwuada epa wuti de bia na ano ayɛ den kakra nti ne ya wutie mi ampacho for number ne 0246 no tie ma mo frɛ 0243 frɛ 0246 no o frɛ ya doctor no baka sa direct na bibia yɛ kama papa yɛ bɛhwɛ nkrɔfo nso a ɔmo fibroid na abɛda yɛ funu mu tie fibroid ne ba ne mantem wɔ nipa ina nim sa wonyam nipa ina nim sa wobɛwɔ ɔkyena but na yɛ fibroid na dem no wo yɛ bɛɛma na wo hwɛ sports wo yiri ni fi ampacho we de wa yɛ lucky ya me ya duma wɔkyena yɛ ma wo nubra ni nkohini da no ma me ba ko de ɛnane ya wo yi bɛkyerɛ in fact 1 week na mentumi ndidi efisɛ na eni enya ankasa won so wo de ne bɛ nane kama ɛma won so wotumi bedi adanse a agye sɛ wɔkyena otu saa anamopa no ɛwɔ original Dr. 3 days aso ye Kumase Pankrono Etimetim Lumba Junction wuti kemu na wuti mi ate direction ye Pankrono Etimetim Lumba Junction Ewrade adom papa wɔkyena ekosi ne juada so promotion way account for 200 Ghana cedis per oba fibroid no ye ma wo haba ne nubra ne nkrohini na wo de akofe ya kyerɛ obibi wa wo de besa bi wa be no bi wa be yusu ne sei papa na ba to ne bo asa kyerɛ okon ba fo so yusu eduro no na wo so aba kan ya dance die fo no ho afei de atwa to a enche na mi pagya mi mu ɛyɛ awo tie awo ya ade ba ko a etete nkrofo pa na de atie nie obi wo ho a na ose menyim ya ka menyinsen no esei ebi ma biem obi se ma wo ba ko emu atwe ebi ma biem da na ma me ba ko so wo ye 5 ka say 15 years ontumi wo ne benechi wano no nduro saa but obaji doctor duro no instructions a doctor de man say o kofie no onhwe na wane ne kunu enkohia bra o ye duro no enti onto ne bo asen ye duro ni kakran bosome ba ko bosome no su wie dia fe ye wie oni ne kunu konkohia ma me ne bada doctor 3 days asema Christmas etwa mu ode ne ba no ebeto doctor in fact ye wo enkola bebre a papa no ye to no abedi every say ode duro ni ma wo na nso ahye ka wotumi di super pepper yinsen ni baba enti mi ke say enne kokobɔ ka ho misraw sa wo yo ba e bia me ne ba me tena ye yinsen ma da enti me koso mo eduro na hwɛ wo ba gi yinsen ni baba e bi so na ba ma ne ye ready eni de nya ambrasem ma yan fa man krofo a aye ready enti sa wo ba make sure sa me yere e pa wo mi kunu se me wo ma no enti me ba gi eduro ni bi e ye 1 month pe e na wo de ba ye se eduro no na nso ni ne mu no nka wo betua kakra na nso ye se wo kyena de for 200 Ghana cedis pe ye promotion na ye no fa baje se eduro ni bi na se wunya e baje na se Ewrade ye wadum na yinsen ni ba afi de obeya amaye ne se yinsen ni be wia na wa ba abada papa na ase eno no se wo ba wunsem se ye kosua ade kop aeroplane o de bada na ase a obaje afi nkofa ye behwe wo mu bi ye emofra papa ni di eduro bi di aba na bi e ka chance daddy eduro we di ne boy den aden ka ho fa nje abodin ka cross de bi eye eduro e de hwa mofra nko a tie abofra bi oho awowo no no 5 years na abofra ni ntumi nkasa endo obi fra yan o se me ba no otumi ka asem e wo wiase na ebia nso wugya ne gina wa gogoro no ogufom ya me ya dom papa ne di se eduro ni bi ba ya che bet enne de odi bi aba ya de hwe sa amofra no nko anya me ya aduma wo kyena nti wo kyena jafunu na wo kohwe no no na tumi nka bra e be hwe wo so wo de a wote ase ne sane yare ansa na wo kohwe funu me gbo kokose wo kyena nyankopon ye waduma de pachi oni ma faka ebere Pankrono Etimetim Lumba Junction wona wo yare ofunu na wo kohwe ne de okọ we hu ne de ano won so de na du be ko wu nti yare ketenkete na hye ne pedua ni mu no fa bra ne yenyi mfiri ho 200 Ghana cedis per dia mesrenti na fie sa wo kwa wasan kora na make sure say 200 cedis nti wo beba because obi o wa oben na nso wo be ko no sika ye gyi ni ntontumi nko we de wate asam de 2 million per fokura wisem me pa cho frese si ana register to for nimpa efra no doso me soro so no obi sei me media ne de aya na me wo ho a me ti se mentini mu atwetwe me nompe mu twetwe me nkasa mu tutumi me di kan se wo ba no wo sa nimpa ne de ye ma wo ahaban fokogu nsuo na edware afi wo ye bema na wo ba na wo mema yo atofo ma mesrawo enkwagigi na mekoto bema eduro na bema eduro ye de yi wa na wo ye bema no bema eduro ye de de tie ne se eyentini na ewo okura wo bema ni dua ni mu no entini ni na ayamre ti ekoba ne sa moje ne kasa kura na entini ni ntumi nje so enti ye wo nduro bi ye de bema mo wanom eme ne kogina sisie ni mu eyiyi amamman bi afiri sisie ni mu se ekoba ne sa pe afi se moje ne pompe a entini ni baje so ntebe ma wo be ma na ejina so ama wotumi aye adwuma sa de senti nkototo nro bi na mekono meduro bi on sa wonumi wie na wo de adwuma ade a kina na asen ajo baji se eduro no bi ye fa na quick start Oba enfere, oba to doctor be ma enfere, oba to oba enfere. O se me pa cho me pe mo quick start ni bi. Eno no ye de ma mema nkwa wo ye oba wo nka ho. Sa wo ye oba na wo ba gi bia na wo gi akoma wukunu. Ni na mu no wo ba ye hwe no, ye do be fa test mu. Ye do be fa ye hwe OPD wo, ye be take vitals aye bibia 200 cedis pe. Ye wia ya wie bia duro ne be kire. Se yamfa ama wono me pa cho ya san asesem duro no e de aka ho bra ye mi so 1 cedi mpo eye etimetim Lumba Junction me pa cho se wo ba Accra Brakasoa be si e wo Tuba Junction no so na faka bra Mama Africa uduru Mama Africa Junction also me pe Dr. 3 days eno no ashama nso na wo abretulaku be gina na peka bra Christian Village be bi etom wona uduru we eno no papa ochina by 7:30 e de ko na ya shase number na me bo no na me nsoro so eye 0246 594117 0246 594117 and 0553 213587 0553 2135 and 87 etimating Lumba Junction enya yira kwan yame admo ochina me yehu anapensu betumi abanso de ena brantam na ye wo ho a ye hwe yamemba obanigase
Yedase, doctor, yedase. Good morning. Yes. Edamasi. Se mugusua de munro no esayarwa hodo de emaye. Na menhira mu bebre. Na onkoso anu miemu nimdiem. Na enu no munye bebre meka ho. Na ebia the next bear 5 years no. Na ona munro so asayarwa hodo bebre de afriwo. Ntie tamochi why? Okay. Good morning for no more dim common that's a ne ye best share good morning Ghana for a bimaha Oyerepa 100.7
Oniadofo uti Oyerepa 100.7 FM.
Okay, ye ramon on kakra bi Alhassan Said Kofiza Kito atnase. Sa so ena se Obed echredin ono so atnase. Paris Saint-Germain PSG and the Momo squad. Anyame yadmo china omudi ku fesi Arsenal e wo Budapest. Achirafa kimi ho atono. Okatim no ene onomo eko. Osman Dembele ono so ne ho atono onomo eko. E china ebeyere ewo eye Budapest. Obeda kwa ba bibia boko de. Zaka kwa ba bibia boko. Okay, all right. World champions defending FIFA World Cup champions Argentina. Benim say Obed money opportunity help mo squad na. O man dey mo final squad. Lionel Scaloni or your coach. Guillermo Rulli so na Villarreal no. And Juan Musso Atletico Madrid. And afi Emiliano Martinez. I'm say ba goalkeeping in the World Cup o mo top you bia o.
No mo totally.
Na bi o mo do Spain.
Goalkeeping no. Hey, Ebeiro.
Spain ba kona for nya de. Hey. Bilbao keeper no.
Simon.
No.
But
Unai Simon.
Barcelona Simon na David Raya.
Adibat you dey Ebeiro Obed enye better sa o.
Oh no.
Molina defenders no Gonzalo Montiel, Cuti Romero, Nicolas Otamendi, Lisandro Martinez, Leonardo Baladi of Marseille, Nicolas Tagliafico, Facunde Medina, Afeme Fodesne Rodrigo Di Paul, Enzo Fernandez, Leandro Paredes, Alexis McAllister, Valentin Barco, Giovanni Lo Celso, Ezekiel Palacios, Thiago Armada, and Afe Nico Paz. Attackers no Lionel Messi, Nicolas Gonzalez, Giuliano Simeone, Farco Lopez, Julian Alvarez, and Lautaro Martinez. Emiliano Bundia of Villarreal out of the team. Zach, my mention say free World Cup. They say you can go 13 days more. Now World Cup ne say UEFA Champions League so China final game no baso and Matisse. The same thing now copy Monday so no. Mobewi the sent from Atlanta. Na mowi Anthony Gordon. So a pass in the medicals e Barcelona. As you see we Barcelona player. Na enwa wa we player anymore. To say Barcelona na okobo no hu de onye ne humpo.
No say it's a big elevation in terms of baby I know one. And where he is now. Now he's playing for the second best team in Spain, and one of the best when it comes to club football in the world. It is a winner. If you move from that Newcastle United to Barcelona, it's a big achievement as a player. So at the moment, now I'm sure, sir, the Champions League games now, 3 games now, Mane Barca boy I feel. You know, so they played one in the group stages.
Yeah,
and I'm sure knockout. Those games, you know, might have influenced Barca's decision to go for Anthony Gordon because of only a very good game in those games, you know. But there are a lot of question marks. People are raising.
Barcelona don't move England on betting clubs in Nazo.
Saying
everything in my football club, your football club.
Oh, and that's why I'm the champions in Liverpool. They are not better than Liverpool when it comes to Europe.
Okay, so who accept to say Liverpool is the biggest football club in England?
No, when it comes to Europe, they are the best. Barca and Swansea are Europe. Liverpool can have over England a joint league best with Manchester United. The Barca and Swansea.
There's no problem not to Barcelona who England, Liverpool.
No, sir. So Barca and Swansea, Manchester United. The argument of a best will be or the best on mobile on don't will be
that's a real Englander.
Or your teams of best but not missing of ya.
Barca. Barcelona 7 hour can
only Madrid will come into Madrid will come to England. I've showing Moses. But Barca, you want to be brave.
More Barca should be brave England.
I said, me be brave. Me be brave.
More Barca says England.
Yes.
Okay, twice.
Real Madrid don't want any union su of mine be aso. Madrid don't want it on the original or just Hong Kong. But team be at one be no put the England and you get your competitor there.
Barcelona 7 years can you
it? No, Barcelona them.
That was right. Now them can see yeah. Obeyna unko for na betwe man no be see me ho. That was so.
And now we are almost at Champions League winner from until about 2000 then one Champions League.
How much 5?
I'm say until then one pen no more. Until we are 2000 almost 4 man can 5. So in that team, you know, you find I say, and they are the second best in Spain. They are not the best team in Spain. They are the second best team in Spain. And see, Mamento also. Dibo, there a lot of discussion about undergoing movement, you know, especially now they bring in Rashford, then they discuss Anthony Gordon. Say, this is a player that has a very good loan spell at Barcelona. The contract, you know, there was 30 million. He said if Barca want to make it permanent at 30 million euros, they activate it and he becomes Barcelona's player. Now, discussion now because in Barca, any cash and for Rashford, but they are spending that huge figure, almost close to 80 million euros, to buy Anthony Gordon from Newcastle United. I generated a lot of discussion as to how Barca are treating Rashford. But you see, one of the things that people must understand is that you blame Rashford for all the things he's going through at Barcelona. You see, he's virtually forcing himself to play for Barcelona. Virtually forcing Barcelona, begging them to sign him. Because one again, the wingers of Barcelona and Anthony Gordon. Now, should we league games in the other competition in Cajon. And Anthony Gordon in the Premier League, Lamine Yamal in La Liga, Rafinha in La Liga, Rashford in La Liga. You see, say Anthony Gordon about 26 Premier League games. Dibo, no goal contribution 8. He scored 6 goals and make it 2 assists. Season end, you know. Lamine Yamal is the best, and will skip it. Rafinha had his problems with injuries. Go into only 22 La Liga games, 13 goals, 3 assists. Then Rashford 8 goals, 9 assists. Until Rashford and Wajibu, now 17 goal contribution only in La Liga. Champions League they become podia on Okokra. So the discussion around around this transfer and say Jibu, dear in a Barca, okay, a strong from Anthony Gordon and Rashford Dino or Motion Cancel. I intend there. Yeah, the 80 million euros akofa Anthony Gordon to come play. Because on paper, on the face value, how to play two in China. But for what Rashford have gone through, I mean, just say in talent wise, Gordon or two obeying Rashford baby at home. And in terms of what these players have done, Gordon to Rashford baby in terms of ball and what they can do with the ball. Because they are runners, they run with the ball. Normally they take on. Sign the money, one, Gordon and a better dribbler than Rashford. No, they are all but we are a similar profile of players. Babako with the experience and the exposure than the other. It's like the discussion go from Chelsea. But you see, Rashford, how he is forcing himself as a person forcing the to go through. Mabasa, the respect and the value to Barcelona and all from. I make Anthony Gordon transfer with you. But 3 games on the Barca boy, you know. Quite far so they or more defenders into 2 weeks. And a quantity or mona. I force Barca to go and pay 80 million euros for Anthony Gordon. But if there was any transfer, Memphis say, and Kabasa has come complete here. And the Rashford deal because to give you 17 goals contribution.
What consider age?
Oh, say age there. Anthony Gordon is younger. I think he's about 23 or 24 thereabout. And he's a bit younger. And Rashford here 27, 28 one of them. So Gordon is a bit younger. If you are comparing
Richie Watema. Richie Wakra, yes. Or the message be aba. Na menim say e bese san wadwene on Gordon one or say Rafinha last season with Leeds he scored 7 goals, came to Barca and gave us the numbers we are seeing now. So Gordon will give us the same numbers when he wears the Barcelona jersey.
You see the Obianka say Anthony Gordon is a bad player. But wow, actually, no, one of the biggest year minus on him the conversion rate. He doesn't score most goals and miss chances. And he born one that guy I'm not sure they in terms of and see this is the entire season about 20 shots man kupum. The Kopum where they fan change the Kopum 20. Expected goals near 8.89. Or may say big 9 chances. I don't share 6 goals. It's conversion rate is 12.5. It's my problem with Anthony Gordon. And just will no more. But Anthony Gordon will never score goal like Rashford. Rashford is wasteful. But even in his wastefulness, he scores more goals. And that's why the conversion rate is better than Anthony Gordon. It's in terms of what the Gordon compare Rafinha because Rafinha he played in a poor struggling team. Listen up, and yet same as Newcastle who are flying high and playing the Champions League. It's for Rafinha to have gotten that numbers in that struggling Leeds team. Tells you how exceptional and he was in terms of the qualities. Anthony Gordon in Bobo, but the conversion rate all form. He doesn't score more goals. He misses a lot of chances. But at least one person who have been trying and tested, and they said Rashford came in and instant hit. He was like the top scorer in the Champions League. He was the top scorer in the Champions League. If you Nyama Rashford, Yama Barcelona, me feel say. But for one attitude, playing attitude, no. Me say Kesenka Barca prioritize Anthony Gordon first over Rashford. But
for last one, a
good sign. We'll see how Anthony Gordon will go to Barcelona and go. We see Lewandowski go. So now, so far
what is almost a far Bernardo Silva.
Yeah. So far they are done.
And as I see breaking news, Abane so I'm presenting 100 million euros. At the Atletico Madrid for Julian Alvarez.
I know it will be difficult to get Alvarez at this stage because a bed say maybe on Bejana Makoba. Somebody big sales when the money is big, they can accept it easily and let the player go. Barca wants to come big next season, so we'll see what will happen. a lot of news so far. I don't for disabling so in Abrio also say or do something big next season. The first signing Marcus Senesi.
No, somebody can for and Robertson.
Robertson the Mafa no until the first
as a free agent.
Until we are Marcus Senesi. Yeah, Robertson Liverpool left back. Until more after Marcus Senesi. Who's the Senesi?
Bournemouth, yeah.
Bournemouth center backs in the best among them Marcus Senesi.
Yeah.
Senesi, they call Dino Hoysen, and they call Zabani.
Zabani, yeah. PSG.
The two parents of Iruela was Senesi and Zabani. Senesi was the best among the two. And Oko Prayer last season. Into Prayer no. No, I'm for Dino Hoysen Abase. I'm not understand in terms of Biaban or Bobobi. Because of Senesi, a long injury no. And as Dino Hoysen take advantage. Or boy on your contact no call. But the no name Bopai as Abranti way. Agenta also a left footer. No more on the left side of centre backs no. It's a slow in the movement because things happened by last season. By an injury na armour no. It's based on the ball playing ability. And why I'll be a name say coach and offense deserve person born no. You understand the signings that he's making. It's no wonder Wakofa Abranti Aba because he's one of the best when it comes to young Bobo and free. Now I mean what future lies for Konate and so. Unse season be no say discussion as I say koso.
Also per £350,000 a week. Liverpool so much.
O my Liverpool so much and finally so Omanoko. So it has been confirmed that he is leaving Liverpool.
And or target man Real Madrid do.
Yeah, say Real Madrid choning nyama boys in air na. At least one player even though this is was target kakra with consistency. But do na feel say Van Dijk also na dey. I'm one because the pace and the mistakes are here no. CB any na kwese Konate, but the thing is Van Dijk also am more Brante fan Konate. So we see a lot of
Kwabeba CC.
Yeah, on over. Van Dijk made a lot of mistakes now also Konate and Okova because he's the one you've seen covering.
Okay.
Near the Hakushi Konate say on now mistake So a lot of transfer deals because been work up on there. Most of the stories centered around work up na yaba Ochina yaba so China your time to do now. We look at the Champions League game.
Okay. Zach, me that say Echedi.
Chairman.
Na bibi aboko dey bi.
Bibi aboko pa.
Okay.
Na come on.
That's why you slow.
Oh, there be we can.
Oh, yeah, fine.
Oh.
Na unya baby girl massaging kaka.
Oh, there no there.
Nanka mempe baby e massage nanka ochina. Yemfa nkoto ne nhwetwe kaka.
Oh.
Okay. We me ana me sponsor.
Sa on come the scan mama. Scan there no be.
Usika baby.
Dibo mi eska. Mi eska papa. Nyoma bebere gu akwamu ese ni petimi yenti ne sky all fire is kama me na me fan fele tank na weekend ese ni petimi room pa
sa aka me birthday present amade man say bi ku massage no ko
massage de omo ebi bebere nipa bebere betimi massage o
send a particular baby girl ebe
what me ntimi nchire de obe massage no
to on one choose
so kwa omo an be chiro de obe massage
ko massage center okay there be say no obeji scan no
David
opa ama no a particular baby girl
there would mama scanner met me nya massage no baby bebre me asa ka fu o ka no baby bebre o ha
e be free massage pra how be say nya bia na dia ka ho have a good relax a good relaxation
and abo
no you discover me
David na so we say dia wan nya fe
me na me kire
but dia nti na opese wa achieve opese
relax
me who wa emre wa ya adwuma ya emre nti be so ko ba bi ne massage no
oni baby obekọ obenya a better service into the man wo dey say enso craft man wo do
the family best of say the boss Monday me ba no my friend
come on afa say e kire di remu a
o be ma me messages we for na bra boy Francis one abo say Zach focus on your analysis and leave VVD alone. Personally, I believe VVD has been same this season, partly because of age 34. But Konate giving misplaced passes, leading to us conceding goals. It's not on one occasion, several ones. How do you drag VVD in this? Bore Francis de Abanono. Emmanuel Nobo Nana Jemfi ese Konate can leave was brutal. Nana Akoto Jr. or say for Zakito to say Barcelona is buying Gordon because of just 3 games is a complete layman's view. Okay. Has he checked Gordon goals in the Champions League last season? Has he also checked his present? Nana Akoto Enediwe Bam. Benzino, Kobe answer. Barca is nowhere near Manchester United. Jibo, please don't start. Trophies alone aren't a measure of how big a team is. And no, Benzino, Kobe answer, and this a message we a day abba. Ejedi Yanko.
Boss, come on, Dawson. Now,
yeah.
One team may interested in their dealings off season when you Liverpool. Social normal course will Liverpool. They need a lot of additions. Oshe season, Oshe born on my boy, and the exits are started by. Liverpool is one club you should pay an attention to. Number one, clearly Liverpool need a proper right back again with Jeremy Frimpong. Right back issue. Liverpool need to fix at least 2 centre backs. With Konate as our corner, 1 will not be enough. So Leon, I started training a year actually, but with ACL, you don't really put so much trust in a player when he's coming back. A perfect example was Rodri. You will so share time at Rodri by now. Musena Rodri name 5. Guardiola need to give him confidence over and over and over again before we started seeing some light in the play of Rodri. Into Giovanni Leone in a player, not yet established and not yet matured. He'll be coming in with enough confidence plus the ACL. So 2 centre backs, Liverpool must go to the market and get them to augment and strengthen their defense. One position they did Liverpool nyapa last season was Gravenberch on any the DM role. So from where I sit, and Sakwani Ebeshe season Arsenal, now Liverpool some come market and also for a defensive midfielder. It's Maka right back, Maka centre backs minu, and American defensive midfield. For the attacking midfield, there's no problem. But the exit of Mohamed Salah, so a proper left-footed winger in the Liverpool team, we Salah through Awanaka. Typical Premier League left-footed winger, the Premier League star na Ebono. But me also Florian rate me to but he's not cut in that mood. Diana Salah, if you are losing Salah, though there is a Kitiki, but my man will friends is the best statistics in a Kitiki started. There is Isaac, massive flop this season. He is now building up. Obeka Kodigapo, but Nina actually Liverpool. Salah space now where Jatuano. They need another left-footed winger. I'll be suited the Premier League star to come and play there. And finally, Tibo Yeka win no. So here will be an Kodigapo so dana. Na question marks crowd or dada. To on paper, Liverpool beat me here by 6 players for 6 solid positions. The DM row, the centre back, at least 2, the left wing, the right back, and also the right wing. Centre forward, the manager should say Liverpool here bizarre. I won't bring that into the conversation. Attacking midfielder or a box-to-box midfielder, manager should say Liverpool here. Manager should say Liverpool here goalkeeper. So I won't go into that conversation. But these are all positions are question mark down for club FM Liverpool. We'll see how things will go. Whether Slot will get the decision right, whether Liverpool will undergo a managerial change and go for a different coach to come and continue the project or start the project.
Pause a bit.
Getting
it right in terms of the areas that they need to fix. I think I agree with you. But managerial change, I think you pause.
So I think Liverpool a club are transfer near because it's not really looking good for them. They are coming back to the Champions League. They have a lot of competitions under their belt.
Okay.
And it will be interesting. Any part team will Liverpool. Jibo, Argentina is defending champion World Cup. And I must say, national teams need be na call up. But how per country ba a can balance, which is a key element. It is a key element in most competitions and tournaments. Obobo national teams na Bobo Argentina.
Yeah.
Argentina was solid balance. If it's technical game, the technical aspect of the game, which is a major requirement as South Americans for the ball numa. The aspect where they are ready to bully you when it comes to the physicality of the game, Argentina will be papa. So born is Zumi or more squad now. You see that in them. They are not walkovers when you try to go physical with them. So Lisandro Martinez, so Otamendi, Ana Christian Romero, Molina, Ana Tagliafico, Mubia, Line Apajibo, Omo de Bejo Papa, a wetiro. Say, oh, but Obit say Rodrigo de Paul, our bench, Leandro Paredes, Enzo Fernandez, Giovanni Lo Celso. Jibo, these guys are physical.
McAllister.
When it comes to McAllister, I'm in person and physicality. Then you go up front. You cannot bully Lautaro Martinez. Nico Gonzalez is not an easy run. Swan Simone Ibano on any day.
Williano.
Jibo, Ombre, Nakomano, as a nipa be miensa de ni akabo. Then with goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez. So this is the physical aspect of the game, which sometimes a drew stage where you need that to bully your way through. Okay, Argentina and the Netherlands game, the last World Cup. It was a physical one. They had the men for the job. Now the physical, you need to talk about the technicality of the game, the skill, the flair, and the delivery. This Argentine team is not lacking it. In as much as you can say Lisandro Martinez is a bully, Fabo ne tone nano ono bepo. In as much as ye can Enzo Fernandez, me en Fabo into form ono bepo ne kama. There is McAllister in the conversation. Julian Alvarez is in the conversation, and there is the almighty Lionel Messi. Nico Paz moso te bencha. Edu die di omoso di omo die ba be soso ama agro ne yedi. Instead, if it's technical, they are there. If it's physical, they are there. If it's skill, they are there. Now, what can you do? On the field of play, national team in training, so you need a high level chemistry. And Jibo, watch these players. About 80%, they've been running through this Argentine team in the last 6 years. And the chemistry, Argentina's spine, no, yen touchy. Jibo say, oh, sha. Emiliano Martinez na Otamendi na ebi jina ne nchen. Christian Romero na ejina ho. Sao McAllister, Rodrigo de Paul, Leandro Paredes, Enzo Fernandez, Lionel Messi, Julian Alvarez. Some rantie we have been playing together for the last best 6 years. So they have enough chemistry. Chemistry na no thing, which is a major requirement for national team football. Respect and command ewo. Your national teams the conflict, any ego, me clash it, Emma, the strength of the players, no, they are not able to deliver it. But check Argentina team way, they see Messi like a mini god. Until there is no clash of ego, our Argentina team way when they are playing. You touch Messi and they are all coming after you. The spine of the Argentine team is intact as compared to the 2016 2022 team now World Cup. No. Spine intact, chemistry is solid, ego is well under check and balance. In the Argentina team now down Jibu and no papa, make no mistake, they are one of the favorites for this tournament.
Okay,
and they also have a good manager. Leonard Scaloni, new coach, a man for Bonidi as the flamboyant one. But your coach is man master the job when it comes to national team football. No. Scaloni one. He can be compared to any coach when it comes to national team football. They call World Cup. He has everything. So take it. Don't joke with this Argentina team.
Okay,
their bench is solid. Their starting lineup is solid. They have a good coach. And the clash of ego under check and balance. So when your team, Now players, almost all these players, how many of them are say on club level or failing?
Who almost met me defend the trophy?
They have everything, Jibo. Just be an element of luck and a bit me elude. But if everything should fall in place for them, don't be surprised to see Argentina or the final once again. They have everything, Jibo. The players are in good form. They have enough confidence. They play like a unit. And when they come at you, they come with every force. People should really respect this Argentina team ahead of the World Cup. Minimum, Barcelona.
Quick one.
They could name Juan Laporta. On person we see from pa.
Okay.
Na omeni abre omo ye adwuma ne kama. Barcelona pe Bernardo Silva, solid addition. Barcelona artist omo pe Josko Vardio, massive one. Because Gerard Martin Josko Vardio from Manchester City. Gerard Martin no man aboard the left side of the Barcelona defense. And no pe Barca defense no mun say honey baby so mo she honkra. Omo she hopa. Josko Vardio is one of the best left center backs in the world as we speak now. Left center backs and also and Vardio is one.
Okay.
Adia Bako Abepo Josko Vardio on the recovery. Jibo. In the Manchester City team, he's already used to the high line defensive system. Though City Diano, because of how explosive the wingers and the attackers in England, Pep was playing a cautious high line defensive system.
Okay.
As compared to Barcelona, they are massive and aggressive, no. But they are not the recovery of Josko Vardio is one that any team.
As a Barcelona for no more Mourinho Bano Banemoedin.
Oh yes, so Mourinho Beba or Juma and Madrid will also need to go to the market to spend. They want to maintain one Cancelo, Omanya Anthony Gordon. Gordon is a hybrid or attacking positions, which will be positive. They are doing a good job.
Okay.
Julian Alvarez then will also be a solid addition. So far, it looks like Baby Abbas and Namno. Sambe Croc a John Bedi did come last minute. Now, if you are grade B, grade C for Abba. No more first targets. I think Barcelona will be in for something massive next season.
Meda say Echedi Septra Manuel was good morning. Please, players to score in the Champions League final tomorrow. Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, PSG number 7 JC. Next episode Chelsea beshi PSG 2-1 na. Sana episode chire. Boy Francis. Ozay. But we stay so Bobby they say players to score. To be a 1-1-1-1.
But match quite scared match 2. Match 3. No about hat-trick.
Boy Francis say Bobby has given the merits of the Argentine team, but let's look at the demerits, which include ages of key players like Emiliano Martinez, Messi, Otamendi, etc. And the aspect of complacency because they have won the Copa America and the World Cup already. And no, Boris Francis there our day Abba and no Kobe Q. Or say Jibo, please. Yesterday you did not read my message about the legends in sports journalism in Kumasi. Say me catch was a baby episode of the fan. I hope sports journalists in Kumasi legends on boom. And you may be on the amount on highway sports. Yeah, Befie, yeah, call line so. Yeah, ne former goalkeepers trainer. Edema Krass of folk. Najau ena AD and Komo. Najau anope yemwakwa ba edeba Oyerepa FM Oyerepa TV Kumasi. Se bibia boko.
Oh bibia boko madam yes.
Okay. Ye dance sa no pe so ye to yen safre wo. Waje so se oni ebekasa ewo eye dwumadi so. Najau ka benya botra ma me na mabo voice bia make rounds and in same be as a voice no a lot of complaints but ebesi e bo na ye bisa ensema na apesa wo kapa ewo eye sa voice nim say nra interview bi a wo ye e na de sa ansem no etu edwa nti mayentie ensema de tudwa na ye musa on questions kaka.
OCT was the reason some of us were surviving in Accra. They are being very supportive because our boss in the way link up to True Life, and anytime we pay a visit at least they made it feel part of them. So for me it's not a bad thing to link me with positive. OCT was the reason some of us were surviving in Accra. They are being very supportive because our boss in the way link up to True Life, and anytime we pay a visit at least they made it feel part of them. So for me, it's not a bad thing to link me with positive.
Now ya me sure say what wa won sem na de tu dwane.
That's my voice exactly.
Okay. O say positivity and I'm so about club akuye the reason why na mo survival wa Accra. I said mo pesa o chese mo has na sika se mo de ne entua mo ka. Na positive fonti any sika no mo de hwe mo tina na mo timi trankan.
Obisa whether say ejuma ba ho a mbeko ana amamenko. And I was just telling him say yetimi kwhwe o matches yetimi drive kwhwe o matches without car without fuel. And it's a nipa after that of bisa say match na mobile share na team ni move the same. And then if you are able to tell him his weaknesses and strengths in a way, you know, why a consultation, why a juma. And this another feeling say why a juma man you wait of fuela. For me, I think is sometimes it's good to appreciate the good thing people have done. And yes, will be yeah, the amount you are near so as you say, Nepano one yashi. Yes, you discourage him to be good to people.
Okay.
For me, that was what I was.
Like I want to show say we extreme to say even Nipan bisa question say what is a more positivity. Now okay say omo the reason I'm survival wa Accra. Enye u create image be say at house of folk financially na more struggle.
But in the Ghana league space, you know, I don't think say a new thing say team be maintain to me do na or Sarah na or catch but it's not a new thing. And again, no, is it the first time say players aka about almost salary as some our abontina na? It's been happening all the time, but the over expenditure na or monthly do na you are not meeting your demands, your monthly expenditure na. I think it's a big worry, and you need to talk about that.
Okay, so at House of Folk, now bosumi aketu asem a problem ho. Is that what you want to establish?
Maybe there also everything has a style. I can say it was a problem as we speak now. I can also confidently tell you, say after the conversation, and you know, I don't as of folk. It's not only me. What about that?
Until after Oko Kansas and Omotu Kenya, is that what you are saying?
I'm saying, say, as a folk, it's not only me. It's simple.
See, that means Omotu after interview, Omotu Sika Biamawa, and Nomanoka. Now, so looking at what you were saying, and the more more has of folk, no. A quite a number of us will prepare myself, especially players, no. Those financial difficulties, na mutimi the board game, na impokra mutimi winning games, nibi. The American say, based on the okay, the financial difficulties amukomu has, I will come once a me. A quite best soon and I'm fast to me prepare my team, especially the players. Namutimi kobo match, namutimi winning games.
I think if you listen to me, I didn't make mention of the team was suffering for financial difficulties. I don't think that was what the conversation lane is, and I don't think that was where you also lay your hands on. I want you to talk about maybe if about things that me kaya, just quote me right. I don't think say me say team, you know. I don't remember saying the team.
As a person.
And don't generalize it now. I say as a four players were even having problem with aquatic.
Okay, so. Based on clarification at the moment, na ya wo na ja unkwana now faces a problem no.
Exactly, maybe it's me. I can't talk about any other person.
Ya unkwa ba won't me can other person.
Sure.
But to say omo na na etimi ma survival there na say nye only you plus others.
I was moving with a team. I was moving with a team. If I had something I share, right?
Meteo Najao.
You see, I was moving with a team, so if I have something, I share. If somebody also have something, he share. I think that is the cordial relationship we have in our space.
Okay. Were you surprised after the end of the season? Now, from House of Folk, almost say more party ways with the whole technical team and now we're part. We have Majuma throughout the whole season. Any position at club nidia. What news now? You're surprised, Kaka?
Obviously, and then seriously, on a serious note, now you're surprised because even you. Wow, will be some questions and OT and now also you're surprised. And the whole Ghana was also surprised. And the reason is simple. So for the past seasons, let's say from 4 seasons down the lane, I think this is the best positioner House of Folk can boast with the 3rd place. So if that is the first time also be fact, now you better the position of the previous positioner. I think in your space, also why you did your possible best for the club. For me, I would say it was something that it shocked me and it surprises me because nam so statement on social media. Now for SN mammy being so frame. Or more met me no more kasana. I was talking to them say I don't really know what is happening until Mao say Didi Dramani posted on our page he was informed during a meeting they are parting ways with him and they are dissolving his technical team. This was his words.
Oh, okay.
So I'm surprised. Seriously, I'm surprised.
Looking at the release that has at the bar, has few say especially the technical team could have done more than the moye a 3rd place now more finish Send our first message,
Well, I think that's what I'm saying. Everybody has his expectation, and it's not like any other club. In every season, their target is to win the league. We all agree and we accepted it. But if you compare the previous seasons, the position of the club and Nema or Mofomuna and this year, you anticipate has Kwada Asio, you anticipate has the medal now has Sado to come up and all those stuff now. Into the many feel Bojuma, and now we did our possible best for the club. So almost feel Yambofu and I and Yajuma. What about your 2 goalkeepers now? Omunya Akwenya, Aqua Blasters. That one alone, for me, I think it's an achievement.
Yeah. I'm the way you read the Metwasipa. Now, before the start of the season, being part of the technical team, has set a target, Mamu, to win the league at all cost.
But my contract, there's nothing like that.
There's nothing like that. So, what was the target?
That is me, my contract.
Contract. What was the target?
Like my contract, I think I met my standards and level for producing a strong 2 goalkeepers for the Black Stars, and then being kept 24 clean sheets in the history of the club or in the history of Ghana football. No, it has never happened. 24 clean sheets.
Oh, okay. Now, thanks for your time. I want Chichimu out de Amaye. May I say the Onsaka letter?
Oh, yeah, I have my letter already.
To what year to say decision has taken? Oh, yeah, okay with the decision, even though we nipa now expect to say, Baba, why you be tuma, ube move ahead smoothly.
Baby, Edrune, Untimintate, Undintum, and Audiatum. But in every contract, there's rules and regulations governing it. And it's I feel they have done the needful, and I'm assuming you're okay with what the payment plans and the exit plans are. Then we move on. I don't have any problem when somebody said he can no longer work with you. I think in our space, it is very, very normal here that you are with somebody, the next minute you said, oh no, I don't need you. Even it happens when they know the husband can tell the wife that in Peobium. So it's normal. I don't see any problem with what the decision they have taken. I'm cool and I'm welcome the decision.
Okay.
Though it's very hurting, but I'm okay.
Okay. Najao Yedasi and pay for your time. Okay. Najao Isa, a former goalkeepers trainer, Edema, a Accra House of Folk, and Oni Edinkomo and pay on Oyerepa 100.7. Our church in Sema, Mse Enra, or Deko Tuja say, positive owner, a do stage being Kuamema. Na omo asetena mu wankran kra no na ayeden e de amomo na najawa ba wabechichim e de amaye no
Oniadofo uti Oyerepa 100.7 FM.
Captain mamintie o najawa isa
obani matio no na at a certain point ne ya adwene at a certain point na me nana asem ni because he cannot say that. You cannot work with a team, not as a team B, Penina, survivor. No, you have to be a farmer. You cannot say that. But I want to believe the woman opportunity. No, maybe your car, no, no. When your foot will be good, are not worshiping in the car. What are they? Who's that somebody sometime before? The many times you have 2 foot or bufua. Yanka obet Timmy and Kamenkasa. The before many people pour out. We are in some all can now also say house of folk, even though you tomb, but even a painful. Oh no, if you say he's done well for house of folk, which I agree with him. Made that the entire technical team. If you say they've done very well for house of folk. It's me, I'm your one person, they be I was rooting for them. It's decision by it came as a shock to me. Said or no, a shocking or no. Not a yano. Deep in my heart, but sometimes the football has to take. So sometimes there's nothing you can say or you can do. For example, Coach Rubomansu won the league with Babiani Ghost. I don't know the Yesi Asakino. And it happens, Real Madrid, the boss won the league with Real Madrid. Yesi Asakino. So, I think coaches are hired to be fired. But sometimes see how you compose yourself. Because I just akokone awumawo no uye coach a ube chance we be sad bia because deep within them no and nema e be go to mu free some sacrifice power but the House of Folk board and management did not see that omo ka kira omo say we go through that situation na untimi a or the option to resign and so one resign say we go through a just say we jitu na you know woko. I personally they find it difficult to accept that portion. But that is their team. The good thing is that he's received the CKS Yademano. We confirm what I said in Taka, so it ends there. Sir, they are not no issue, Cassiano. I think so. I don't want to try to clarify just even person caucus. Now, Sammy, me tell you, but it will be one baby. I don't know what survival. I own a part. Because I can come crying, for example, Republic in Kemwa. Since I'm a journal Republic, we cut your Kamuda, I check around 30th, Majimadi. As I brought to crown, all the become us, I know first year, Majimadi. And look, I see Bakupe. And look, but this is Bakupe. Yes, but for that can get. So, what I say, whatever been the case, the football, no? For example, I was talking to one official of House of Folk. And Onoka said he doesn't agree. So because player of House of Folk in Tiana Kanji, no China, because they have agreement with their banks. You can go for is it what overdraft or something? You try your car. Now only mean interested that's all. That's and I say free. No, I'm saying on not more catch me. What does he say? Omono arrangement with banks. Players make on the table. So say wakati amaya. You go to your bank and tell the bank. Say, sorry, I know bank was so that. Also argument. And has ne banks no was arrangement to my players. Was see baby to keep almost arrangement no. Okay. They all have almost arrangement. So you can go for an overdraft or salary bar almost yeshim. But he was also forgetting say no bar there's an interest better free to. But one also stands on that American say when you go through a human away. So if we say you in America. You know, I mean to me pay for me, a human say pay for me. The best way for you to do is resign. meant to us.
Okay.
But so one yes, I know that's where the argument when you say because you on top of it, they also say you pay the best salaries. Coach is taking the biggest salary in the country, and for that day, these are the arguments also air to their side. But now, as I'm kind, and American, you might have listened to Panibi Ebiarena Casa. You know, on the ne oba, you know, and yet said the emphatic said now who quote to know. So per what he's saying, you know, you can forgive him. Say, sometimes I'm better, but they say, hey, be a language, and your mother tongue. And say, be a mimic Sante. And Naja work as anti difference, you know, I'll forgive him for that. What clarifies that, you know.
Yanko line so yene former head coach Edema Accra House of Folk Masu Didi Dramani and Edin Komo Ewo Jumedi so coach yemo akwa ba no pay bibia boko de. Okay. Yedin Komo ache kaka.
Mema uti TF so Idil Asa.
Oh okay.
Say bosome no bosome bia esun yembo pa ya kremofo.
Okay.
Nyankopon ebe mayen apomudie na obe mayen koso na wa mayen wa share na yebusiamo yendafo enuamo na obe mayen o mayen nkasa asunjui.
Okay.
And intine yebusunya esun bopa as Muslims.
Okay. Coach anopede e fra wanya bone me kai se season e be sha ase no ye ne odi nkomo e wo fia Emma uchichiri mu baby alpha has team no ebra ye kasa ye baby na de has team na dru ene baby a wasete target setting pese dru abra season e koso nyina league ni wie ye no na has edi third on the league log o ka se ye wie season no asa time na ye kasa na so mu around be mse o se be say 50% na mse season ko anya nsha se e ma ka se ye wie a ye bedi hu komo ne ahwe baby a e team na dru Year season has a folk edited. Based on the nyoma wo share before a year season be start new positioner has D at the end of the season no. E folly within o target anu asset e dia team na na.
So mefa akonya na mada first of all has a folk board no any management no. First for the trust and then the platform and the opportunity our my say yes we and that's what the predecessors no no now is your contribution towards the group and this always will be a bit by the account and you try to create value and who institution the amuswa there was a you say the end we need a course the air wa holding any the air challenges any the air this year and I think we went through all this and I think that I appreciate this greatly kawanya sa kunyana when say wo our media air resilient so one where the environment now who say challenges this so evident the one where the environment who say who say what's your baby and now also yes ankasana nipa ene making your mano ye ene nipa so ene yesua de e mo and the situations in here won't in and I think that in a singular note Meda Obibias and this one the supporters have been so wonderful across the Viejo Kobiano you know the omoyi echeno na esopa na domasikesi and secondly, Meda the players no. Striker. Also my coach the
yeah.
Idea players may chairman from day one. I prepared to play against Kotoko in the President Cup. You know, it's massive. Me look. My you must show more comfort zone. You know more comfort zone, but you will be in the comfort zone. I didn't be very realistic. A lot of sessions, you know, many meetings, you know, many training sessions, individual training sessions, so many aspects, so many training programs. Would be some say the best training for always will be different.
Yeah.
And when we know so you know that them and I really appreciate them so much greatly. Say players a chairman drop chairman Cassia chairman bibia to the beer because sometimes there was all more we need down now finding space of interest, now finding space of commitment, now we show you passion in what you are doing.
Okay.
The players unbelieved. You can't say your team meeting a normal started team meeting on the 750 stage or the other bar now or starting way or take one way to be on the threshold.
Okay.
The team meeting started 8 o'clock. There you 8:30 to 8:45. That trainer starting 9 o'clock and up. You know, the movie on fee or more comfort zone. The moment who say sometimes normally they will take the answer why then answer why training. And you initially no na because you're young but be jinamu a penny so no more yet. The Pia Mikai Biano, one for so, Bia so to Michra Nagin, and yes, I be a Sibe, David and Quantity Achra Nagin, safe as better Achra Nagin in the space, but still no, Bia Bibun and Yanko, and they were very communicative in our team meetings. Sometimes they criticise now, and Yaman and Mekasa, or Mono Mekasa, or Monombe analyzing opponent, Omnombe Fat Newman, say, press will say because of the iron based on their principles,
Okay.
And I was happy that I was able to institute a style of play.
Okay. So back to
how I wanted to play.
Okay, back to the question I was asking. And your market can boom in.
I think that the work can I'm using this one as a preamble.
Yeah.
Because the American pono, then a bit few women. Because the American will know enumuna is annual mana ubisayano.
Okay.
This is just to make sure that at least I acknowledge all these components of a Juma. And it is like you are bringing a new concept in an environment who didn't have that concept, and you are taught that it is important to put in a concept. You don't expect the fire and then one on our farm. And also we did to say challenges the boom at the senior the boom, but unya wa horn instead of the cancer means and one okay. And these boys have really showed this level, and I'm so happy with that, and I want to take this singular opportunity to continuously appreciate them for the resilience they showed, for the sense of purpose and direction they brought, and I think that I felt so good working with them because every time you see Benjamin Asari running. Say, to make a meeting, or she say, if you time 2 minutes, or you lead, no couldn't put no to make a say or baho.
Okay. As captain of the team, even a big motivation to other players or more team because
yes, you think it's one they take a lot of lessons from them.
Yeah.
And now Obeba. Ana wakoye program na what sending message say as a maybe 5 minutes late be now effort or the bar. I think this is the level that we did. So now going into your topic again, can you come back? So now we go into football.
So adding all this up, any baby season started, then I may be say yes, meaning say. When you even set a target in life, sometimes you do baby na ultimately overachieve. It will also ultimately go through process be at a certain point.
I go back to the American and Sanyo Mami and Sano, Timbiano, and no, we are sport analysis. Also, what?
Coach, you will come.
Sport analysis one. We will say, our strengths.
Yeah.
And our weaknesses. And our opportunities. and our threats.
Okay.
Oh, into we will say I know weakness into you. Tembiana also round. Tembia okora game muna say our consider goes from a crosses side. The next thing is you have to be working on how to defend crosses, how to stop crosses.
Okay. So putting all this
weakness.
Yes. So putting all this together from baby I will start here no baby I be nyoma me ansa wo fa no. Will you say who overachieve?
I think that, to be honest with you, when you look at Adiaya, we achieved greater points. We achieved more than 80%.
Mm-hmm.
More than 80% in the sense that you had challenges. You and I don't have to tell what the challenges were, and it is more internal aspects. You know, there were challenges, and everyone has challenges. Even Ghana has challenges. The world itself has challenges.
No correct.
Challenge, but it is not for you to come out and be talking about fear challenge because so it is important. But the acknowledge say we know a challenge, you'll be working on it. Say the bear, you can always be better.
Okay.
We need my hand in Mekoso.
Okay.
And also the resilience was really very good.
Okay.
You know, in spite of winning, but everyone was doing his best. My staff was so good. My staff was so good. And so told we are there. Both the pitch staff and then the pitch staff, your drivers, too quiet for matches. Just to make sure that we create a remarkable impact.
Okay. So all these things, it takes a great leader.
Say that you achieve what you achieved was really what was very reachable.
Yeah.
They were very reachable. Until we achieve is our purpose.
Okay.
And going forward, going forward, we fit forward if we are able to do these things and these aspects now, let's just say
okay. So
this is how you have to look at it. When you come to the technical part of the game, you realize that at least we had a clear way of how we wanted to play. Because we have set up a clear style of play standard. Yes, style of play values. What will be and the boys knew about all these things. We set up our clear style of play phases. That is offensive phase, how we want to play. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. Phase 1 in terms of attacking play is that we want to do build up from the back. Build up from goal kicks. You saw it, you saw our structure. You saw it. You can go and watch all our games, and you can make your own comparisons. You see our goalkeepers, all of them, they could play from the back, and all of them could find balls in behind opponents. Could find balls into the pocket space and other aspects.
Okay.
You can watch our games. You can leave me. Just go and watch our games. That's it. It's something to build on. And then second phase, build up. Phase 2 is build up in control. You could find how our midfielders can get control and then prepare to break through. That is the third phase of it. You could find our attackers making rounds. Wayo, Hamza, Doku, Subantini, Kalkari. You could find them doing this deliberately.
Okay.
And you could find us creating the chances. You could find us always talking about challenges in terms of some key moments of the game where we needed to improve on some decisions. You could go back and play my interviews on this person that there are areas that we need to try to improve. And as I said, when you're putting a concert, you don't expect that once you will have challenges.
Okay.
But that is why
because of our time, questions.
If you call me and you want to analyze the season, you don't have time.
In series until there. Don't worry. In series until because
I know never more
Yes. But there is one issue, Anna has a full fans nekaka, and that issue was when you pick the league table. Has a folk made me say excellent away, but at home, and yet equal to the Namokoyan away. No problem near there.
No, cycle, no idea, a catcher. A catcher said, team, formidable. Into no, and no, minimum answer. Nyansa say, you need to play more such aspects, and then you need to have more believers, and then more belief and purpose with the team. Now, I don't know how to play with courage. How to play with courage in terms of also you behind the WhatsApp standard now. And then you need that one. What they show, I had players, I had strikers, Hamza, Doku, Wanamambono, Prince, Mubia. At the stage being Pono, Obiti say Hamza. Ubisana, Abeka, Onupuno, Soso, or the Bobaston, family who could say me here. They manage our platform no. Doku the same thing, but I was still giving them that platform because I know what they can do. You know, so if the team won so many away matches as one of the best teams away performing team, what does it tell you? It tells you that there's something that they did very credibly. Going forward, you work on that, on the other aspects. It's part of the routine. To go working on that. I don't know a comprehensive aspect. Obia will play. A cat a team and yet Tenka staff no quadio. Obia on road. Into Obia one play road piano. Also, Bisa say reflecting. The Bisa say, how did I support this?
Okay.
And then so at this one, I have had an opportunity of meeting both Tenka staff. Naya Kodoma, and then the drivers were part of it. Our media guys were part of it. And then we meet you and then say, look, team success, and your coaches in the deal, and your players in the deal. Bia okay, Biano, no Juma or Yakaka crazy account. Okay. And your board German Natskana, the Babano, and one in the age mano. And you be a contribution and the behaviors around the for me, the captain winning the interpretation of winning a different.
Okay.
The interpretation of winning and you go now, oh boy, I say no. But Jumana, oh yeah, like a crab boss now, the buyer will inflate in here. I shoot there, I'll be shoot you know. A part of winning contribution. Coach
Etienne and Eddie and whilst I think you better the whole season is so no. Looking at the Juma yeah throughout the whole season, baby I'll fight team no, and the baby I'll fight all the team be do yeah. On the very day, I'm sure say and penny for frail. Whether say a one-on-one meeting or a phone call.
No. It was very open. It was a open. Normal technical and board meeting.
Okay. So, were you surprised looking at and some of the dedication of the players, your technical team, the support of the supporters? Now a message will come from the meeting. Say, Coach,
no. They be surprised. I didn't surprised. Not a team in the media. And surprised that. And I was not perturbed. And I was not dumbfounded. So I was not. Because Ejuan Ejuan to the stream. They are Manabroso. Besides the players who sat in the mini biome swao, Maybe Nama bombing home. Which means enforcement.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And if you want to come and nicely and I thank them and then I rescued myself from the meeting and I made me down massive. Until I listen, who knew Mamma Konya said me down 1 month I'm down massive.
Okay. Okay.
And honestly, I don't have any bad feeling about it. No. Because I was very diligent. okay meni ji de me ye no na meni aji de me ejuma me ye mom meni ji so se me nya konya se me serve has
okay
you know mada board no obia ase officially until obia oye me nua bia oye madafo bia oye bia o man ninje say I work diligently
okay
with my heart.
Coach, my maybe so we after our separation with us, you did Dramani soon in the Ghana Premier League because a lot of rumors going around.
Now, Tima, for me.
I'm out for link to several jobs. So if you cross coming back to Kotoko, if you cross Post City. A lot of teams in amount for Bomudi.
So, who third division? Who third division?
Me this come with me there to your cow.
Who third division for now? Friends,
Coach, me just Obama a partnership.
Tio, me the type of coach I try to create me level so me standards. I try to create standards.
Okay.
Try to me be and na me challenge me challenge obi amene
okay.
Me create standards around my team.
Nessa, we are ready. Kotoko Post City in the Ghana Premier League team.
Level there will be able to do level there say
okay, all right.
Level there okay. Also you coach Ejumano. So because you say or co different directional. Let's just say there's a misalignment. Also coaching a normal fight the 10 pointers of coaching. Vulnerability, standing alone, losing, misalignment, and then tripping in the process. Me the type we need one match and then me me home. Me team now go here. Me catch a place and say, "Master, you winning match, but you man go here."
Coach Masoud Didi Dramani part 1 ye de besia. Ye betwa part 2 ni so. Ye be ya kopem se 2026-2027 Ghana Premier League no enhase no na ye no be din komo about the league na odi team foforo ene Rural League nim. Okay, say coach Masoud Didi Dramani every so has a folk former coach Masoud Didi Dramani na ye no edin komo no wa cheche nyoma bebre mu Zach me sure so tiba for UTB ai na de ebe yire ne na keju amana se dwedwuredwe okay and bobo so kakre na sulu yenko
Camel natural selection shower gel eno na yese ubia edi dware a yenso yenko pebi na yemfa enware odi dware a ema body no skin no etoso kama ema natural color no eba ena embleach body okwa yo honey and milk rose and white avocado and papaya ni nyina ebo apa kuma sene nkran ye two apetia o friend numbers we abenya bi ato 0243744855 and 0244371459 bibini toma plaso etu ulcer ahodo nyina ase ed efluence ya new bottle but the same health benefit onum bibini toma plus the no bottle dada nim no eno ana onomu a ubenya ura ba bi eto no bi a ubenya bi na wato 0541337816 infinite or 70 eno na phone papa say aba e wo se unya bi na onso uyusu ne battery ho odene na afi so me ba cho ne memory dem na no so e wo so pa na the smart AI features and so dey atuma uyusu no un se we dey e fast na esan smart infinite hot 70 Tenated Marketing Company Limited Tenated Venicare Tenated Malake afi Tomac Mixture and high-end capsules ni nyina no e nu a onomu a eboa emani padua no enya ahoden Tenated no ni bito na ebeboa papa Power Specialist Herbal Hospital Mami adua ya no hepatitis B, C and A, fatty liver, ulcer, fibroid, kidney stones o de kwana so ya obedi hu djuma kama e the amount 0200 383831 na on the Power Specialist Herbal Hospital akasana Franco Trading Enterprise brabejo phone ahodo na beje o smart TVs o beje o chest freezers refrigerators ni nyina ewo na so ye Kumase Ejaba Jewelry ewo Edumo Ben pa na old man come on mo ho Kofo clinic in here animu so Franco trading ewo ho no ma ofre na ono ebedi enkomo kama na obegini product ni bi 0245316969 and 0501 538605 Juma Kobi Epe drivers unim track etwa na onim tricycle abobo ye etwa frɛ number we sesi a na emo adwuma 0539 596 165 0539 596 165 ye be mo adwuma na why boss.
Okay, solo yedase danger quick one yenko
boss
maso Didi Dramani akasa wo bibi so abetimi de aka ho
yes
na za kabana fi se obedi aba bibi tie contentem
Didi akasa o wakasa na we dey better take time na ya ba mu nkakra baby nkakra but me pese ka mesre visa so be boa me a nanka me ma me ni menuanu mutie president of the Ghana Football Association, a position he has taken all along with regards to players I ever from or any na the recon assembly hija ukrum hanomoa and say generate a lot of discussion. Ghana Football Association president.
I don't want mercenaries to come to Ghana. I don't want people just to jump on the ship because we've qualified for the Mondial. I want players who love Ghana, who play from their hearts with passion, and who would want to represent Ghana in all competitions. So yes, I've been very categorical that if you have refused us in the past, if you've not shown respect to us in the past, I will not open the door because we have qualified for the Mondial. I don't care about what the coach wants to do. He has his preference, just like any other person. But as a principled person, I mean, you have to show beyond reasonable doubt that you want to play. You are committed towards the national flag. You are proud to be a Ghanaian. Players who have not shown enough commitment towards the Ghanaian flag will not be part of us. There must be good reasons why a player will be part of the traveling party. I want players who show high level of dedication, who show passion, and who show respect for Ghana, to represent Ghana. For me, as a leader, I don't really care about what anybody says. At the end, it's me. And at the end, I'm responsible for Ghana. And if it is that, I just want to repeat what the coach said. If we have approached you before, if you have turned down Ghana before, if you have not shown respect to Ghana, your country before, count yourself out.
Avo ayedai
enti se yamfre obia anayimpo obia badana afi wo amabiemu a I think I entreat all to try to decode this message.
Chichire me se wa na bobo voice.
Oh boss, na we hia chichire mu do ka bia mu da ho fine.
Me mam you know inu anochi wa tie free nyame ani asem o kan
se wadan we chia magana da nye yakol fa for wake up in ye be fro
na obi adan na chia ma ye da obo ya fro mu
se wutie ne kasa mu na se baba na ma du me be o kaso o mo bo no bi ala refi waka se o se ne ma me aka kire se eh kakra wa ye na o se na Ghana for mo ye no nti no eh mo fa mo national team no so nko on pe na so ndwe mpacho so ati ase
tende ye di na tem no so mo bi
nti
do na na chi
o se we show commitment so we show dedication say ya fro say brat say omo ankofo bobo mu din say yem for omumre me nua to say message we come no because ono say I know say hold a contrary view to the president, but this is what the president is saying. Enti media me say obi and decode message am dem ato ama obi even beyond the studio obi and decode because in some waka no edoso mu odu adaje ni ho mebegye en say o ma me kwan a awia ye ba
mema kwan wia on highway sports.
I feel me take time.
Na chechire mu ye.
Ya bie mu ye. Na yenso so ye de e pese kaka ho ya kaka ho. But say ya mfre obi because call say no of an say Asante Alex Asante free no. So fa kwehye baby.
Danger me da say obed bem kaka na Jack and for me we.
Didi Dramani can say
yeah.
And it paints a picture of on the way so Kasai, Naja also Kasai.
Yeah.
It paints a picture of what is going on. I'm looking at life after Didi Dramani for both Hearts and Didi Nankasa as a person. Because as they say, I am not sacking BC bar, I am buffon but people will be looking at what will happen after Waycon. If the net coach comes in, fix out to folk, lead Hearts of Oak to victory. Will be if the next coach comes in and fails, on our 7 power, so people will be waiting for the appointment. I think I have to
the next coach,
yeah, next coach, very very important. Has been penny for us no. Omo some trans and omo assess omo. Be some the club no call the right direction. First of all, what is even the direction? Because you struggle to see exactly what Hearts of Oak is doing. So more Tetiaton. So more Tetianyini Eddie Abogode squad about dominating Ghana football for the next 5 years. Eddie Remo African. You just can't see it. As a Fibia or the Edeba. And that is not a good policy for a club like Hearts of Oak. Even the level of inconsistency or appointment of personnel in the crutches, they don't really have a clear direction. Because when Hedink was coming as a technical director, Albert Draw House of Folk plan, I'm on my sheshe, and then the new Dinazani Jan Kwaba Yakaho, Watara Yahudi no co. Now Didi so about Didi co. So I said they are not taking the club to the glory land. It's something that they really need to. Bonnie and Yanesao, the last 4 seasons, Media Margin League 2. If things don't change, they'll be rewriting history. But can so a trasa. But in that same period, has no kotoko. Omaji League saying 0. But Media Margin 2. And they even look like a much stronger team. We should send your money, mana.
Matisse say Abetamwa, Omoyeria, and say, yeah,
they are interested in getting him.
Go, Mamma, area, area no far. I'm not
surprised because Midiama was not having a proper centre forward. Abdul Salam, on your proper centre forward. He hold up well. He can win you fouls around the penalty box. Now Salim about the batum. Serbia pressure about so bit me Jinabo. So he link up very well. He's a boot.
Proper striker. 430.
I'm on 2 class in page on.
Quite have a time what didn't my baby do no cool woman.
Now Sunam was in the car and number view about
the own the cow baby.
Govi.
Hey, but your money now smooth ya monk office war. Zaki to read it no day, but no do be a diabo home. To be intimate for obedient home and co be dear home. Aha, Obia many triana dear, near by or reading in a condemn with the end and cassette or nebi. Radio be a dimbo home. Would the near dimbo home? Radio be a dimbo to be intimate for obedient because of experience you see last year. No, the go be my mentor.
Why?
Obinti go for them.
We try. Scan at House of Folk. It's a public knowledge that there's no money. And but they be shut up of a cover. Matese, people are talking about coaches here per me 2 months. Now, I had a chance of going through some of the contracts now. Or money coaches in the sign, you know. And I see very, very interesting. One of the the key clause talks about Sehas epese or pam coach or pam omwa. And that's all more so you give 2 or 1 month notice. And they say the list should be 1 month to the party before the second. And yes, it comes with damages. Sir, at the anchor in terms of the notice, 2 months and 1 month anchor. Until for pengas and make 2 months and more manas and nature there be. Unless we need come. Do not or not just say, oh, they may pay months will be at family and Fonko. But truth is that any of the coaches being these Ramani, Najawi, and any Kasa, say Gazali, say one Biano, a time the contract, no request his committee. Yeah.
One opportunity, who contract.
Yeah. Yes, notice 2 or 1 month.
Now a man found my didn't see.
And the damages in about you have originally be a
Tinyoma best and my best and damages in the state.
Oh, say one originally the rest of the month. Now account is contract. No, they're not as well damage in there. Or either or not the best suggested, then the status committee sit down if they think say good enough they accept it. Obviously, those on the number no matter so. See, it's also only become one on the account.
Into all can say, young fan say technical team members no. aka obia contract 1 year.
Yeah.
Because Oma let a month or 2 before Omo communicate amom so more terminate Omo contract no. 1 year na Kenya is Omo Chamo.
They take all. Omo kon kwa no bajini na. Unless they didn't go. Omo kon bajini na. I wanna unse nkofo am from adwin kon no. And I've seen some of the propaganda Omo ye only pay them 2 months. And no correct. The 2 months comes and I wanna when there's a prior notice about 1 month or 2 months. We man sir, my yana munko. So you pay damages. It's unless those coaches decide to say among per month will be until we are taking it, we are going. But if they say no, they will press it and go far. They will take their money.
Yabeto aso anwumre 4:30 on highway sports. The ntimi anwie na no pay no. Yebeshia on highway sports na yato aso na foforo akanyina na yede abremo. Yebeda se obeda se sa so en abafo wazakito siasia team of producers Samuel K Mensa Solomon